Namaskar everyone. Om Gam Ganadhipadiye Namaga. Guruji KSK Saranam. Om Shairam. Welcome to free session on basic introduction about the KP system and EPS system. Okay. So what I request you kindly everyone please mute your mic. Whenever it is required, you can raise your hand and you can ask me for any sort of clarifications. You can ask. Okay. Vedanta Yogi Rajan sir, I think I'll mute your mic, sir, because the noise is coming. And welcome. And I have seen that I have got the introduction from somebody, and I could see that you're all having some basic knowledge in Vedic, and some people have got good knowledge in KP system and related systems, and some people have got good doctorate, masters, everything in the system. So my welcome to everyone. And everybody will be having their own experience. That is most important, right? So it is not that which system is better, which system is best. So how we apply is most important, right? But Vedic system, our Parashara system is the source, that is the base. Without that, we cannot build any sort of building over there. That is the basement. So people are thinking that actually KP system is advanced one. After that, interlink or EPS system, whatever we do that. So all based on our Vedic system only, principle only, because we follow only the same 9 planets, 12 rasis, and all 12, 12 bhavas, all Karagatva combination, everything are going to be the same only, right? So the characteristics, the combination, everything, how they are going to be used. It is like a cooking. So all the ingredients, it has got their own characteristics. That is not going to change. But depending on the ability of the person who is going to cook it, that ingredients, the combination, different dishes, their flavor, the taste, everything will vary. Same preparation of a small item also, the taste will vary when one person is cooking, another person is cooking. Yeah, correct, no? That is the planet, that is the person who is handling it. So everything has got the value. One more thing also, we should feel that astrology is not something else other than beyond our life. So we are all connected to that. So whatever we learn in the system, in astrology, first of all, we have to learn with logic. We should not mug up anything. We should not try to learn. So I have not studied this one. I have not studied this one. So too much of rules also not going to be helpful. If you understand each points with logic, then our mind itself, our brain itself, our mercury itself will be able to make it. Like artificial intelligence, we can easily adopt, and we can, our inner thing itself will, explore a lot of things. So we have to connect whatever the things we are experiencing in our life, all are connected to the planetary signification, all these things. So whatever we are talking about a planet, what it is giving, so everything, like we are also ruled by planets. So what we are doing, that is also connected to the planets which are all ruling us, and also according to your period which is running. So it is nothing but, so suppose you want to know what a planet is going to give. Suppose I want to know what you are going to give. So it is like that. If I'm going to tell you, ask you what are you doing? Like somebody is saying that actually I have completed so and so things and all. Right? Our Gangadhar sir said that he's got good experience, good studies. He has got good. I think he's done doctorate also, right, sir? So still that he has got good things, but even in his profile or in his profession, what he wants to do it, he will not be able to do the same thing what he is trying to do because of lot of influence. He may be having some other commitments. He has just to be given importance. He will be influenced by many people, many things in their life, right? Similarly, the planets also the same way, right? So that way we have to get prepared. We should not be like this. We have to get prepared. We have to keep a white paper. Then only we can get it printed on that. Having got a small paper with already filled in, we'll not be able to print on that. We have to keep ourselves door open, and we have to agree things whichever is coming to us. But only thing is what has to be agreed, how it has to be taken and all. It has to be in followed in a proper system. right? Proper system. It means what I'm trying to say that some people, I said that I learned KP, but I have not learned Vedic system and all. You see that Vedic system is nothing but that is the base. So without that, we can't do that. Moreover, you may not be having some basic knowledge on the Vedic system, but you can add on everything every day, right? It is not that it is complete. I have completed Vedic or I completed KP, right? If you understand the basic concept of the Karagatva, all the Rashi Karagatva, Bhava Karagatva, Graha Karagatva, correct? All these things, combinations only is going to give. But what we are normally thinking that in KP system, I mean, they are talking about significators, right? These are the significators are going to give. So, I mean, just looking at the people are misunderstanding that KP system is like a numerology. Some people also used to say that, sir, it is going to give the houses, numbers. Not even they are saying the word houses. They are saying that it is giving numbers. So this number is coming, it is okay, and all. You see, it is being made in such a way that to make it easier for the people think that, okay, it is simple system. So they are, I mean, they are trying to take it easily. If it is not coming correct, okay, either they blame the system or they will blame, okay, it is not in our hand. It is all with the Almighty, right? No, so we leave to the Almighty. So, I mean, it is not exactly like that, though it is like a ocean, we cannot learn everything in a proper way. And it is like a medicine also. Medicine also, people are still every day, they are working, they are doing research, and they are adding, and what they say today, they are denying next day. Correct. So everything is like astrology also is like a science, right? No, so that we have to learn. My point is that please learn everything with logic. Why, what, when? These are the questions we have to come. Suppose I will put the, I mean, before going to the session, I will ask. Suppose somebody got married in a period, for example, Saturn Mahadasa. Sorry, Saturn Mahadasa, Mercury Bugdi, he got married, for example. Saturn Maghadasa, Mercury Bugdi, and Jupiter Antara, he got married. So at the age of, say, for example, say 30 plus. But prior to that, he would have come, I mean, he would have run what Dasa, Jupiter Mahadasa would have run, right? Saturn, Mercury, Jupiter, Dasa, Bugdi, Antara, they have played role in conducting the marriage to the person. Okay. But then previously, Jupiter Mahadasa would have come. In that Jupiter Mahadasa, suppose imagine that during Jupiter Mahadasa also marriageable age is running. Okay. So in the Jupiter Mahadasa, Saturn Bugdi would have come, or Mercury Bugdi would have come, and Saturn Antara would have come. Why the marriage did not happen during that period, right? So, but that may be 21 plus also. Why that marriage did not happen during that period? The same planets in the different order, they have given the marriage in the different, in the Buddhi of, in the Dasa of Saturn and Buddhi of Mercury and Antara of. Why Jupiter did not act as the Buddhi? Why Mercury has acted as the Buddhi? You understand this concept? This is most important. For example, like, it is very simple. I will say that. Gangadhar sir, for example, you are a good person. You are working in a company, for example. You are having good knowledge. You are capable to do that. I mean, for some sort of work. Suppose you are working under somebody. You are head of, your manager or somebody under whom you are working. Suppose boss is there, you are working as the, as a manager, or as a below that you are working. Suppose you are capable to do that, but you will not be able to execute the things, whatever you can give, to the same extent under whom you are working. Yes, it will vary. Suppose your manager changes, instead of one person, another person is coming, you will be the same as below that. Suppose you are the supervisor, he is the manager. According to him only you will be acting. Your activity also will vary depending on its signification, depending on his strength and weakness, depending on his control, depending on his command, right? Yes, what I'm trying to say that no planet will act individually. That is the base. Even in our life also, we cannot, work individually. We'll be thinking of doing that. Okay, I'm conducting class, but that's the first time I'm conducting class, online class on Sunday. But you see, Sunday, people will be busy, and lot of noise also can come. It means that I am influenced by many people in the house, conjoined people, aspected by some people. I'm looking at somebody, means somebody is standing before me, they will influence me, right? Somebody is sitting next to me, they will influence me. Yeah, I mean, you will also maybe conjoined with somebody. So all will be influencing us, right? Similarly, our activities also will be based on one person. That person, if Dasa Lord, how it signifies, then accordingly Bugdi Lord will be acting. Accordingly, Antra will act. Okay, which planet, no planet will act individually. So they will be acting according to their star lord and sub lord, all these things. I will explain. Okay. Individually also they will act according to their star level signification and sub level signification. And that is that planet what is capable to do on its own through itself and through the star lord and through the sub lord, right? That planet is capable to do that, but that planet cannot give its significations to the same extent under one dasa. It can give different. It is not different. The level of impact will differ according to whom under you are working. You understand? You will not be able to deliver the things what you are thinking to the same extent under somebody. People used to say, no, when I am saying that you are not doing, but when she is saying you are doing, right? Because the compatibility between that person and this person, you understand, he may be saying, no, you should not do that. It is like a central government Dasalat, state government is Bugdilat, for example, right? Dasalat, central government is got good things, that state government is not connected to that particular the central government. It is not, convincing with the, conditions of that the central government. They will not be supporting to that, right? Right? Suppose if that state government is, is favorable, is very good, but Dasala, that central government is not favorable. So the state government is to some extent only it can give. Beyond that, it cannot, give. To only to the power of what the state government can give, that only can give. You understand? It means what I'm trying to say that no planet individually cannot give, and it is also based on its star level and sub level signification, first point. And also no planet, the same significations cannot be experienced during the planet acting as the Bugdi Lord or Antra Lord. It is all depending on under which dasa it is acting. Suppose Andhra means under which Bugdi it is acting. Bugdi means under which dasa is acting. That concept only we have to understand. That is the thing most of the people in KP also they are not following. Just looking at that, sir, Saturn has given me a good job, sir. Or Saturn has given me a change of job. During that period, I got the change of job. So whenever Saturn is acting as the Bugdi Lord or Antra Lord, because Saturn's signification is going to be the same as per the signification. Whenever Saturn comes, immediately we'll see that, oh, Saturn is coming, so Saturn is going to give trouble to me, or Saturn is going to give favor to me. So it means that definitely that planet will try to give its significations. But that planet is acting as the Antra period. It cannot act what is not, given by the Bugdi Lord. Or what Bugdi Lord is giving, that has to be further supported or not supported by the Antra Lord. So what I'm trying to say that the combination is important. You understand? Whenever that Saturn is running, sir, that job change happens, sir. That the Saturn is going to run as the Antra period. Will I get the change of job? No, we cannot expect whether the Saturn can give the similar result under Jupiter Dasa, what has given, under Mercury Dasa, what it has given. It may vary. This concept we have to keep it in mind. That's what in EPS we call it as source, effect, and result. I will explain this. But what I'm trying to say, what are the basic misunderstanding in astrology? I would like to explain. Okay. So no planet, single planet will give. Similarly, no single house also will give, right? You see, people in Vedic system, what they are saying, people are criticizing that KP system, no, Vedic system, it is going to be there. Lagna is going to be there for 2 hours, and within 2 hours, all the planetary position is going to be the same only. How come the planets, each person will get the similar experience, similar results? So within 2 minutes, 3 minutes difference also, that twins are born, so they are all experiencing different results, right? Obviously, that is correct. It does not mean that whatever that general predictions, what you are talking about, that they are not going to be, not at all valuable. You understand? That is the source. That is the base. It means what? The planetary position for the same lagna in the Baba chart, what are the combination each planets are signifying? They are, each person will have that, each planet will try to give such significations, such impact. But the level of impact will vary. You understand? The level of impact will vary depending when the time is changing. Their further extended significations will vary. I will explain that. You understand? Suppose Lagna Lord may be in the 10th house, so it is good. Okay, Lagna in 10th house is good. Now the Lagna Lord may be occupying 10th house, but the same planet can be signifying some other houses by way of cuspal star lordship, cuspal sublordship, conjunction aspect. Lot of things are going to influence. So many people are going to influence. But all the influence by way of conjunction aspect, or the impact of the influence are also based on that particular planet's self-significations. You understand? Just like that, suppose if you take interlink also, why that KP has come, why the interlink has come? People are thinking that interlink is not followed in KP. No, it is been followed in KP itself. If you study the Krishnamurti Patadji's that Astrology Adhistha magazine, his students have already written a lot of articles about that. The problem is two things. One thing is that consistently they have not followed. Wherever they have required, wherever they are doing the postmortem, they found that, okay, these are all the things are making the difference in our significations. So they have studied. But the thing is, system means what? If you try to follow a principle or a rule, that has to be properly applied in all the cases, same way, right? No, for this one I will apply, for this one I will not apply. But then you have to be very, sure that how it has to be applied, where it is not be applied, and why. We should ask questions why. That is not being followed. So KP system is the extended signification or extended system of our Vedic. It is not saying that it is, please leave Vedic and please come to KP. That is wrong, right? So suppose if you take stellar system, what is the stellar system? Based on the star lord. What is the KP system? Based on the sublord. Star lord does not mean that no, you have to leave sign lord and come to star lord. No, star lord is part of the sign lord, right? Sign is there 30 degrees within the constellation. 3 constellations are there, right? Each star lord is a part of the sign lord. Each sublord, subdivision of the star lord is also a part of the star lord. All are connected, correct? All are connected. It is not that no. Suppose if I want to come to you to your house, Ratna madam saying that, sir, what is your door number, madam? Door number is 2, and you are giving the address. I have come to Kolkata, okay. But Kolkata I have reached. If I go to each door number 2, will I be able to come to your house? No.
No, sir.
I have to come to your area, I have to come to your street, then I have to come to the door number, right? So all are connected only. No, the sublord is the deciding factor. So we have to, yes, even if I arrive to your street, if I not come to your door number, definitely I will not be coming and meeting you, right? So all are connected. All the 2 numbers are all not your door numbers, right? It means everything is connected. I want to say that. So we have to be, one more thing also, let me complete that. KP system, it is saying that in Vedic, we take only the nakshatras are divided into 4 parts, right? Nakshatra are divided into 4 padas, equal padas.
Yes, sir.
in those days, they were used to, make only manual calculations. So it's very difficult to make such a detailed calculations. So make it simple, they made into equal padas, and that is being distributed in the Amsa chart, Navamsa chart. Okay, the D9. You understand? But we are thinking that KP system is the one which is being, developed or performed by our Guruji KS. Yes, he has made, a lot of research, and he has, introduced, and he made in a proper way. But actually, Krishnamurti ji, that sublord theory is already introduced by our Parashara ji itself. You understand? How? How Parashara? It is KP system is nothing but extension of Parashara system only.
Kamsha Kundali, sir?
No. I will tell you, sir. Suppose how you take Dasa Bugdi Antra. How you take Dasa Bugdi Antra at the time of birth and after that, based on the moon movement, right?
Yes, sir.
Moon in the rashi, particular rashi, in the nakshatra of some planet, and according to the period which is gone in the womb, the remaining things have been given as the balance, and that is being calculated as the Bugdi Lord, then Antra Lord, or you understand, Sukshma, Prana, whatever may be, right? That subdivision of star Lord, nakshatra, is called what? Bugdi. The star Lord is in moon, is in whose nakshatra? That is called Dasa, right?
Yes, sir.
That subdivision of that Dasa is nothing but what?
Bhukti.
Bugdi. The subdivision of the Bugdi is what? Antra. Correct? Any doubt, madam? Any Gangadhar sir? Correct? No, sir. Subdivision. How the subdivision has been calculated? Subdivision has been calculated by our Parashara ji itself for 120 years. Each planet has got, as per the Vimsoti Dasa order, from 6 years to 20 years have been allotted based on some parameters. So for 120 years, how many years that sun has got? So that sun has been subdivided into 9 Bugdis. That is also allotted within 6 years based on the ratio for the Vimsoti Dasa ratio that has been allotted. 120 years it has been so and so. For 6 years, how much percentage? Based on that has been given. Normally used to make calculation. People used to make calculation manually. How many Dasa, the Dasa balance and Bugdi calculate and Antra calculate based on that only, right? That is being calculated to know that native, what Dasa Bugdi Antra is running and what is going to happen in the next Dasa, what are the Dasa Bugdi periods and all, right? So that is called nothing but the sublord system. Star Lord is Dasa Lord, okay? Sublord, subdivision of the Dasa Lord, that is Bugdi Lord, is the sublord. Sub-sublord is what? Antra Lord. You understand?
Yes, sir.
What Ratna madam or Priti madam, Gangadhar sir?
Yes, understand.
So it means what? As per the moon transit, moon in nakshatra, subdivision of the nakshatra and subdivision of the nakshatra, Dasa, Bugdi, Antra, Sushma, we calculate. If you calculate only for moon, that is our Vedic. If you calculate for all the other planet, that is called KP system. You understand? We are calculating only moon movement only. Similarly, each planet also will be in a particular sign, particular nakshatra, particular subdivision of the nakshatra. So each planet in a particular star, sub-lord, right? For moon, we calculate as Dasa. We give the name Dasa, Bugdi, Antra, Sukshma. For remaining planets, we call it as star lord, sub-lord, sub-lord. Nakshatra, Uba Nakshatra, and subdivision. You understand? Whatever term you make it. Because in nowadays, if you enter the detail, the software will calculate all the planetary position by their which rasi, which star, which subdivision, everything. But in those days, it's very difficult. So even if you check the Kundali also, they will give Lagna in whose sign, whose star they would have given. Then they will not look at the other cusps, but they will take all the 9 planets, that each planet will be in which nakshatra, which pada would have given. Only for the moon only, based on the moon, they would have taken that which dasa, buddhi, antara are running. You understand? So what do you call Vedic KP system is nothing but extension of Vedic, and whatever our Parashara has advocated only, he has developed. You understand? So that we have to keep it in mind. So it is not, no, it is something different. It is not given. It is a new advanced system. It is not giving the following the parameters of our Vedic system. No. Whatever our Parashara has said, that is only we have to follow in KP. Understand? The only thing is, when we are talking about 9 planets, I will show in the slide also. When you're talking about 9 planets, similarly, all the 12 cusp means what? In KP, we call it as cusp. The people who are following only Vedic, cusp means starting degree of a house. In Vedic, what we do, sometimes we talk starting of the bhava or sign or madhima, right? No? That we do it. But as per the astrological correct combination, astrological position, planetary position, scientifically, because the cusps are all, that starting degree of a house are all imaginary. Signs are fixed. Correct? No, all the rasis are fixed, but the cusps are within the 13 degree, that imaginary line. Suppose a native is born at the time, a birth in the east origin, particular rasi will be there within the 30 degree, or that if you draw an imaginary line, it is moving, it is straight, pointing out the which degree, that degree falls in which rasi, which nakshatra, which subdivision, that is called the lagna. When the lagna is fixed, normally in Vedic, what we take, no, suppose Aries is the lagna, then we take second is Taurus, Gemini, and that way you take it. Though it is science-wise is correct, it means the Rasi-wise is correct, but it may not be correct sometime also, because according to the latitude and longitude, because in the on the Earth, according to the longitude and latitude, that cusp lagna falling means 180 degrees, 7th cusp will be falling exactly in the same degree, correct? But the second cusp, that second bhava, suppose lagna falling in 25 degree 30 minutes, not required that definitely that second bhava will start at the same degree. It will vary according to the latitude, longitude, and some other parameters. So we did not go in detail how the astronomical calculations are made. That and all being made, given by the software. Any software you take it also, that will be given. So our thing is how to interpret that, right? So the second cusp is that starting degree of a cusp is maybe in the not in the same degree. That it means one bhava starting to another house starting, that there will be 2 rasis minimum. Mostly one house will starting a vertical one sign, that will be extended to the next sign, correct?
Yes,
Suppose
sir.
when planet is posted, maybe in the Taurus sign, in the second sign of the lagna, but as per the degree, it may be in the first house itself, that is bhava, right? So those things and all only will vary when Vedic, if you are not really following that cuspal position. So we will see that it is falling in second house, but it may be in the first house. It may be we may be thinking that it is falling in the 7th house, but it may be in the 6th house as per the degree. So the interpretation in the ownership and also occupying house itself will vary. You understand? I'm saying that the starting point is always important. Starting point, everything is important. That is the source. What is the starting point? Owner of which house, where it is posted, that is the starting point. Suppose if the bhava is not, correctly, calculated, that owner also sometimes may differ. A planet can be owner for some cusp, and occupying, we'll be thinking that it is occupying 7th house, it may be occupying 6th house also, right? That the starting itself will vary. That itself can give the difference. You understand? So
Yes, sir.
each planet's signification, cuspal lordship, and occupying house can vary depending on this. So now I'm coming to the point. I was telling about each planet will be in a particular rashi, particular star, particular subdivision, right? Similarly, each cusp starting degree also will be falling in a particular degree. We in Vedic, we take for easy analysis Lagna where it fall only we have taken, which rashi, which nakshatra. That too not in a detailed study, only the pada only we take it. But because equal, nothing is equal in our life. Nothing is equal. Everything is unequal. That is the reason each planet also has been allotted unequal dasa periods, right? Each planet, so that subdivision of the pada also has to be made. Instead of 4 padas, if you make it 9 padas, unequal padas, that is called subdivision, called sublot. Already been advocated by our Parashara itself. Similarly, if you take all the 12 houses starting degree, that is going to give the importance of the each cusp, each bhavas, each signification, strength and weakness is lying on the starting degree. You understand? For suppose we start something, that's the starting point is important. Similarly, each cusp will be falling in a 12 cusp. Cusp means starting degree of a house. That also will be in a particular rashi, particular nakshatra, in subdivision of the particular nakshatra, that is called sublot. You understand this one?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Anybody having any doubt in this? Mr. Vijay Kumar, I think you have raised your hand or something. Mr. Gangadhar sir, Yogi sir. Anybody having any doubt in this, please ask me. Let me see in the next page.
Clear, sir.
Okay. So, Vedic system. Yes, Sunil Joshi ji, you raised your hand.
Sir, if you provide example with chart and other
I will
things
explain. Now I am going to the slide on. I am going to explain with the slide. Okay, sir? Yes, madam.
Sir, what is bhava? You repeatedly say, but
bhava means nothing but house, madam.
Oh, okay.
House.
Okay.
Bhava means bhava chalit chart you are following, na?
Okay.
Bhava chalit chart in North India they used to say, na?
No.
House. House.
House.
Rashi is different. House is different.
Yes.
Rashi is fixed. House is imaginary from one starting point to next starting point. That is based on the time of birth, place of birth, that coordinates everything. Okay?
Sir, in KP, bhava means the starting degree of the bhavana.
Bhava means
Starting
house.
degree.
Starting degree is cusp.
Okay.
Cusp terms means it is starting degree, starting point.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Sir, I believe that it's worth to note that in certain cases, in a single cusp we can have 3 rashis. It is also possible.
Single cusp, single bhava, right? Single house.
Yeah, single bhava, yeah, exactly. Yes.
It will, instead of extending in one house, suppose Lagna falling in say 28 degree of Aries, for example.
Right.
28 degree of Aries, the second cusp may be falling in the 1 degree or say 2 degrees of Gemini.
Correct. Correct. So there are three rashis.
Three rasis are connected, but house is the same.
Right.
Any planet posited in the 29 degrees of Aries to complete 30 degrees of Taurus and 1 or 2 degrees of that Gemini before the second cusp starting. What are the how planets are present? They are all said to be occupying first house only.
Exactly.
But that is the first house only as per their occupants, right? But their quality will differ according to their Karagatva, first point, according to their ownership, second point, and which Rasi they are present, though first house. But Aries Rasi is different characteristics, Taurus Rasi has different characteristics, and Gemini Rasi, that Rasi Lord will have different signification, right?
Correct.
Though they are in the first house, they may be in the nakshatra of different planets. They will differ. Correct?
Correct.
For example, one examination hall is there. Okay, it is extended from one floor. This room to that room, all are examination hall for so and so examination. So people who are all going to write, they are said to say that they are all writing exam, right?
Yeah.
So they are going to experience that house matters, but that is not the one which is going to decide. But that is the source. Anything happens to that particular examination hall, definitely they are going to experience that. But that is not the complete one. They will be giving different results according to their knowledge, according to how they write, according to their output, right? Though
Correct.
examination hall is the same, you understand?
Correct.
That may be examination hall with 3 different rooms also.
Yeah.
You understand,
Got it.
sir?
Got it, sir. Got it.
Anybody
Thank you
have-
so much.
Anybody
You gave a
have-
good narration. Yes. Thank you.
I always like people asking questions in my classes. That is what I need. Okay. Yes, Mr. Dilip Kumar.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I have a question regarding this. It's suppose someone has born at 29 degrees 52 minutes.
29 degree 52 minutes. Okay.
So hardly within 4-5 minutes, the ascendant will change.
Yeah, definitely.
So when I take Karakatwas, so the Rasi Karakatva will differ for him for, let's say that out of 100%, 10% with, let's say he's in Aries, 10% of Aries, maybe 80% of Taurus, another 10% of Gemini. It will get added to him.
Added, just a minute. Sorry to interrupt. That Lagna falling in a particular Rasi that is called Aries, but in 28 degrees or 29 degrees, that each person's, each Lagna or each cusp characteristics are decided by the starting degree rulers. You understand?
Yes.
Starting,
Yes.
that may be extended from 1 sign to 2 signs or 3 signs. Okay. It means who is the owner of the house? Lagna is ruled by which planets? You understand, sir? Lagna is ruled by which planets?
Okay, so Mars, that's being ruled by
Mars
Aries.
is the Rasi Lord. Suppose that Lagna is falling in the end degree of that Mars, that is called Sun, right?
Yes.
Right.
First
No?
father of Sun.
Yeah. And suppose in a subdivision of that Mars or Rahu, whatever may be. Okay. It means Lagna is ruled by Mars, then Sun, then subdivision of that Sun, that is called Rahu, right?
Rahu.
They
Yes.
are then if you go in detail, subdivision of the Rahu also we can take it, but within few seconds also it will vary. It's very difficult or dangerous to risky to handle that subdivision of a
Yes.
cusp. Okay, I will come to that. Now, who are the owner of the house? Lagna Lord is Mars. That is the only, just suppose who is I'm asking, sir, who is the owner of your house, sir? Suppose you are living in a house, okay? You are the occupant of the house, for example, or you are not the occupant. Suppose you are also having ownership because you are the hirer right now. You are the legal hire. Suppose owner of your house may be your grandfather, okay?
Yeah.
But That cusp is, that house is in the star of your planet. Suppose your father, okay, is also ruling that, right, sir? Then
Yeah.
subdivision of that, you are the subdivision of your father, for example.
Okay.
It means your grandfather is your rashi lord, your father is star lord, and your sublord, that cusp sublord is you,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
who is owning that? All are owning that. Okay.
Yeah.
You understand? Suppose if that house is, you are having that authority, more authority as a grandson, you can be the person who can decide that signification of the particular house, because you are the sublord of the particular house. I will talk about that. But I'm saying all the rulers of the cusp starting degree only is going to decide the destiny prospects of the particular house matter. Suppose lagna characteristics, everything is going to be decided by the 3 planets. Okay.
Okay.
First point is the owners are the one which are going to decide the characteristic, the rashi lord, star lord, and sublord. And of course, their star lord significance, sublord signification, they are going to be in extended way. Now, suppose that lagna is occupied by sun. That first house is sun is posted in the Taurus sign. It is said to be occupying lagna, first house.
Yes.
Okay. Suppose you are owning the house, your father is owning, your grandpa is the owner, and you are also the important person, but you are having a tenant in your house. Who is going to influence, right?
The tenant.
Tenant are going to influence you.
Because planets in the house influence the or favor the house.
House matters. If he is, suppose you may be having some conditions for your house. The person who is occupying house, he may be tenant or somebody, your relative, maybe whoever, maybe you are occupying your house, they are not in the same wavelength or same signification. So please, Vijay Kumar sir, please do not text. I will not read that. I will be focusing on other things. If anything, you please ask. Okay, sir. What I'm saying, the planet, when you're typing it, you will not be listening. That is my concern. Okay. The person who is occupying a house, what he's going to do? Person who is the occupying house is going to influence the particular house matters. He's going to influence his significations to the particular house. If the occupant of your house, your tenant, is not your same condition, he will be a nuisance to you. He will be a trouble giver to you. Or if he is also having good conditions of yours, he is going to support you, vice versa. You will support him, he will also support. Right?
Yes.
It means your characteristics ruled by lagna rulers, and the planet which is occupying your first house will also influence you.
Yes.
You understand, sir?
And yes, and one question, sir. Suppose here in this case, let's say Rahu is our sublord. Now Rahu will be in star lord of some other
I have not
planet.
come to that, sir. I have not come to that stage. Still, a lot of things have to be studied. Okay, sir. You are talking about sublord of directly. First, what the concept you have to understand. Each cusp is ruled by 3 planets minimum: rashi lord, star lord, and sublord. Then each house may be occupied by many planets. What are they going to give that insignification? Suppose if I'm asking you address, your father also give the same address. You also will give the same address. Your tenant also will give the same address only.
Yeah.
But they are not the owner. Tenants are not the owners, but they are the people who are going to influence. That we have to keep it in mind. It means what? Sir, you may be a good person, sir. Suppose if a tenant person is giving a trouble, you will when you are coming and meeting you, sir, why you are so tense, sir? You may be influenced by the tenant. The person who is occupying your house, he may be giving you trouble, or he may be pleasing you also. Those things are also going to add value on your characteristics. All the the house matters, not only the characteristics. Suppose I'm talking about lagna, I'm talking about that. Suppose any house is occupied by a planet, that planet is signifying supporting houses to the particular house matter. It is going to be more favorable. If it is occupying house, occupant of the particular house is indicating trouble giving houses to the particular house, it is going to be unfair, right? How it has to be studied, it is only the basic concept. Okay, sir. Basic
Okay.
idea. But that signification strength has to be studied in a detailed manner. Okay. It is not just
Okay.
like that. We cannot give that. But before going into detailed study, we have to see the basic principle. That is what I would like to know.
Okay.
Right? What Mr. Dilip Kumar or Vijay Kumar, somebody was.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Sir, if anything you have, please ask, sir. Okay, if you have Sunil Joshi, you have raised your hand, you please, otherwise you can.
Sir, in last example, you are told that examination hall.
Yeah, just for
Hello.
understanding, I said yes, yes.
In this case,
Yes.
in this case, examination hall is a cusp or bhava, and
Baba,
other
talking about Baba. I said no, cusp is starting degree. Suppose in the same examination hall, 3 rooms are there. Okay, sir?
Okay,
You
sir.
imagine 3 rasis. Okay? In one rasi, 7th standard persons are writing up to middle of the classroom. There are 10 rows, 30 rows are there. 10 rows are 7th standard persons are writing exam. Okay, for your understanding, I'm saying that. But the 10th exam is going, the people who are going to study, write the exam of 10th standard, they are going to start from the 11th row. Okay?
Okay.
11th row of the particular rasi. Then in the next class will be complete row, complete all rows. Then next rasi also only 1 or 2, 3 rows. You understand, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah,
It
thank you, sir.
means the cusp is starting at the first room from the 15th of the row and extended to the next class also full of 10th standard only, all the 30 rows, and the subsequent rasi class also only 2, 3 rows are the 10th people are writing. So all are posted in the first house only, whatever the house we are talking about, but 3 different rasis. The starting point is 15th row, that is the cusp.
Yeah.
You understand? Starting point is the cusp. Okay, sir?
Yeah. Okay, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Welcome, welcome, sir. So now I'm going to the same thing which I was explaining. I will show you in a slide. Okay, I will explain here. You able to see this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir. We are able to see it. Yes.
Okay, sir. So you see that I have given all these from, I think I am well versed only in South Indian chart, not in the North Indian chart. So I will explain only in the South Indian chart. That is also comparatively easier than North Indian chart, because in the South Indian chart, rasis are fixed, but in the North Indian chart, houses are fixed. But rasis, because normally in natural zodiac also, rasis are fixed only. Only the planets are moving, cusps are, that starting degree of a house, they all are imaginary, right? So you please understand, I have taken from this Aries sign to Cancer. That is once it is completing one sign, one cycle, right? Aries to Cancer. All 27 nakshatra will be falling within this, right? Sir, correct, sir?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Is it so? You can take all Ketu, Venus, Sun, Moon, Mars star, Rahu star, and Jupiter star, Saturn star, Mercury star. This 9 nakshatra has been given here, right? Able to understand what I have written, sir? This is Mars sign lord, Venus sign lord, that is Taurus. This is Mercury sign lord. This is Gemini. Cancer sign lord is Moon. You understand? After that, what will happen? Then Sun, Leo will come. Then Virgo will come. Then Libra will come. Right? You're able to follow this, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
People who are
Yes.
new to KP, I will to explain the thing which I explain. I will like to explain in the diagram. Each rashi is 30 degrees. That 30 degrees is occupied by 3 nakshatra constellation have been given, allotted by our sages. Ketu nakshatra, Ashwini, Bharani, and Kritika. It is one pada. Now, as I said, instead of 4 equal division, 1, 2, 3 equal division, like pada 1, 2, 3, and 4, if you make this same the 13-quarter degree, instead of 4 equal padas, if you take a 9 unequal padas, how 9 unequal? Suppose if it is Ketu nakshatra, first in the Ketu dasa, what is going to be a Bugdi Lord first? Ketu Bugdi will be the first one, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Then comes the Venus Bugdi, then Sun Bugdis, and that way 9 subdivision of the nakshatra, that is called the sublord. Ketu star is the star lord. Rashi lord Mars is the sign lord, right?
Yes, sir.
Understand now?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Ketu star 9 unequal subdivision. In case of Venus star, Bharani nakshatra, first subdivision will be starting with the Venus, then followed by in the same order of the Vimsotri dasa, the some unequal subdivisions will be given. The duration also will vary depending on, because Venus has got more size I have given. Why? Venus is 20 years after 420, right? So for 13 quarter, how much degree it will come? So in that ratio only, each subdivision also, that is each bugdi also is given. You understand? Suppose this is dasa. If you take it as dasa, this is bugdi. Okay? You understand?
Basically, it is
Yes, sir.
pro rata allotment,
Yes. You can
proportionate.
Yes, proportionate. Yes, sir.
It's
So now,
like
sorry, sir.
no, it's like the same how we are dividing as per the Vimshotri Dasa. The same thing is happening here.
Yeah, everything is based on the Vimsotri Dasa order only. All the constellation also have been allotted. Subdivision of each constellation also the same way only, the same order only, in the same proportion. Then if you divide that sublord, that Bugdi Lord, into 9 division, that is also the same ratio only, Antra Lord. If you divide that, each Antra into 9 unequal division, that also will be the same way only, that is called Sukshma, correct?
Yeah, now I could understand why you said earlier. This is the extension of the old Vedic system. Our
Yeah,
KP.
Vedic system is following only for moon. For example, I'll come to that point, sir. Right, sir. Suppose you take moon.
One quick doubt. You said that unequal, or proportionate
Yes.
partition in 30 degree.
Yes.
I believe it is not 30 degree. It is 13 degree and 20 minutes, right, sir?
No. 30 degrees of the Rashi Lord is divided into 13 quarter, 3 quarter, right, sir? Each
Correct.
nakshatra.
Yeah.
Each 13 degree, sorry, yeah, 13 quarter, yes. 13 quarter degrees are divided into 9 unequal divisions, right, sir?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, you see, there are how many nakshatra in one cycle? Ketu to Mercury 9, right? Correct,
Yes,
no,
sir.
sir?
Yes, sir.
So how many subdivision we are making? 9. Correct, no?
Yes.
Right or not?
Yeah, 9 subdivision.
9 subdivisions and 9 planets, and how many cycles? It
4.
means this is 1.
4, sir.
Sorry, sir.
4.
How 4?
No, again 9.
Sir, 4 rashis are there.
Here 4, right, sir?
Four pada.
9, no. This is one nakshatra is called 9 nakshatra, right?
Sir,
Or
three.
3 cycles. Otherwise, you will make it how many nakshatras, sir? 27
Yeah.
Into 9.
in 9 subdivision.
Mhm.
Yes,
How
sir.
many? What will be the total subdivisions we can calculate?
243.
Yeah, 240.
What,
Yes.
sir? 243 is right or wrong?
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
So if you see that 243 subdivisions, 243 sublot, or 243 buddhis will be there within that 120-degree cycles, right? 120 year cycle in 365 degrees. From Aries to Pisces, if you take Ketu star has got 9 subdivision, Venus has got 9 subdivision, and that sun, something like this, if you take, no, there will be totally 27 nakshatra from like Ketu into 3, Venus into 3, right? Now, Ashwini, then Maha, then Mula, that 3 nakshatra, right now, of each planet. 27 nakshatra, 9 subdivision, and total is 243 subdivisions, right, sir? That is called normally followed in the Jaimini and Nadi and all. Okay. Subdivisions, 243 they calculate. But in KP, what our Guruji KS Krishnamurti ji has done, he has added 6 more subdivisions. Why he has added 6 more subdivisions? So please understand, you can see from Ketu is complete, there is no problem. Venus is complete, there is no problem. When that nakshatra are not completely posted in a particular rasi, it is extended in some other rasis.
So Rashi load will change.
Rasi Lord will change, right?
Correct.
What about others, sir? I think others also can respond.
So,
Exactly,
broken
sir.
star.
Yes,
So
yes.
wherever the broken stars are coming,
Broken stars are coming. What will happen? In case of Mars, there is no issue. In case of Mars, what happened? That subdivision, Mars first subdivision, Rahu subdivision, Jupiter subdivision, Saturn subdivision, you know, 2 padas here, 2 padas there, right? There is no problem.
Yeah.
Correct, no? The subdivision also, by calculation, exactly first Mars, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn. Then this comes Mercury. Then Ketu, Venus, Sun, Moon. You understand?
Yeah.
No subdivision is falling in one rasi in another rasi also. But whereas you can see here, in Sun Nakshatra, Rahu subdivision is bigger. That one portion of the Rahu is falling in the rasi of Aries. Another, the remaining portion is falling in the rasi of the Taurus. You understand?
yes,
Yes.
It means what? Suppose any planet is posted here. Any planet is posted here. What will happen? This planet is considered as Rasi Lord is Venus. Here the Rasi Lord will become, sorry, this Rasi Lord is Mars. This Rasi Lord will become Venus.
Venus.
That both the star Lord is what? Sun only.
Sun.
Both the sublord will be Rahu only.
Rahu.
These 2 star Lord, sublord will remain the same. The characteristics of that Rasi Lord will change. What is the impact? Definitely, this is fiery sign, this is earthy sign. Mars characteristics will differ, these characteristics will differ. Suppose you may be studying in the same college, same thing, you would have got the degree. But from which place you are coming from, that will have some impact. When you are talking itself, your nature, your characteristics will also exhibit which area you are from. Correct? That is the base of that land, that soil where we are coming from. Our family, whatever you take it. Okay. So that is the reason is given important. If you look at this, Venus, Sun, Rahu, Mars, Sun, Rahu, definitely there will be some difference in the result, right? So this combination for here, one more sub is added. Similarly, in case of Jupiter, the broken, In Mars star is also broken, but equally broken. So therein that no subdivision is spilling over the next sign. Okay. But in case of Jupiter star, Jupiter nakshatra, you can see from starting from one padas here. So what happened in Jupiter nakshatra, moon subdivision is there in the Gemini Rasi, and remaining moon subdivision is falling in the Cancer Rasi. Okay. So the Rasi Lord is differing, that is making some difference. That is the reason in the one cycle, how many subdivisions are added? One, this is one, right? Two subdivisions are added because of the change of the Rasi Lord, right?
Yes,
right,
sir.
no, sir. Now, how many cycles are there? After this, from Leo to a Scorpio, the same two subdivision will be added. It means Sun Nakshatra will have another 3 Nakshatra Sun there, na? Then automatically 3 subdivision will be added. Jupiter Nakshatra is 3 Nakshatra, so 3 subdivision will be added. So totally 6 subdivisions are added. So that is the reason he has given 249 subdivisions. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Mr.
Why
Dilip Kumar?
only for why only for Sun and Jupiter he has added? Why not for rest of the 7 planets he added it?
Sir.
Because
Sir,
Sun and
nakshatra only we are calculating, no, sir.
Yes,
Sun
sir. For example,
nakshatra, subdivision of the Sun is the subdivision. I mean, that sublord, right?
yes.
Nakshatras, Bharani Kritika nakshatra is starting from here to ending here, right? Starting from the Aries sign and ending in the Taurus sign, right?
Yes.
You are able to understand this, no?
Yeah, this I can understand. But if you see
Now,
Mars star, which is Margasira,
no, just a minute. Now, when we are going to make each constellation into 9 unequal divisions, right, sir?
yes.
When you are making 9 unequal divisions, in Sun Nakshatra, Rahu subdivision is bigger. Why Rahu subdivision is bigger? Because it's out of 120 years, Rahu has how many years that the has been
18
given?
years. 18 years.
Yeah, 18 years. So it has got bigger. So the subdivision is not getting, it is covering only in the Aries itself. Some portion is there in Aries, some portion is coming under the Taurus sign.
Okay.
So that both are Rahu subdivision, okay?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
nakshatra is the same. Subdivision also same, but the quality
Same.
of the Rasi Lord is different.
Yes.
So
Now,
for
question is-
all nakshatra, we are talking about the change in the Rasi.
yes.
Change in the Rasi is happening only for Sun star and Jupiter star. Mars star also change in Rasi happening. But in Mars star, subdivisions are not getting broken. Equal,
Why?
na? You know that 2 padas will be here and 2 another padas will be there in the next sign. Fortunately, that subdivision also is falling. Sun Saturn's subdivision is completing within this degree. Next comes the Mercury subdivision as per the degrees. It means Mars subdivision Saturn is falling in the Taurus sign. Subdivision of Mercury is falling in the Mercury sign. There is no spilling over or no subdivision is falling in both the signs.
Okay.
So the sign lord is important. I could see that people who are following KP system or any other system, they are giving very less important to the Rasi and Rasi Lord. That is not correct. We have to give importance to the Rasi and Rasi Lord also. Because they are the source. Having given the importance only, our Guruji has added that 6 subdivision. If he has not given the importance to the Rasi Lord, we need not add that subdivision of 6 houses, 6 subdivision. He can restrict with 243 itself. You understand?
Understood.
You got the point, na?
Yes, sir.
Sun has one pada in one Rasi and 3 in another. Similarly, Jupiter has 3 padas in
Three
one Rasi
padas and one in the another. So it is
So
not
that's why
equally
only Sun and Jupiter has got the extra things.
Yes, yes, rightly said. Now, so it means what? There are 200 sensitive points. Book these are subdivisions. Right, sir? In the zodiac 365-degree, suppose 360-degree, if you take it, 249 sensitive points. I think I have given the explanation on this, right? There are 200 sensitive points in the zodiac. That can be further divided by 9 and you can add more also. But 249 is coming because of the explanation which I gave. So any planet where it is posted, if you say, that will be falling in any of these 249 sensitive points only, right? Suppose there are 249 bus stops, okay, in our particular whole area, 249 bus stops are there in the state. So the bus will, any of the bus will stop in one of these sensitive points, right? Correct? What, sir?
Right, sir.
So it means what? Suppose moon is posted in this degree, Jupiter is posted in this degree, or any planet if you take, they will be falling in the any of these 249 sensitive points. That sensitive point ruled by 3 planets. That is Rasi Lord, Nakshatra Lord, that is Star Lord. In other words, we call it as Dasa Lord. In case of moon, we term as Dasa Lord. Right? Then that subdivision of the Star Lord is what? Saturn, that is called Sublord. For that, we call it as Bhukti Lord. If you take sub-sublord, if you take subdivision of this one, suppose subdivision is Sun, for example, this is going to be Antra or sub-sublord. Understand? This is called 249 sensitive points. One of the 249 sensitive points, a planet is falling. Moon is falling in this. The rulers of the moon, Rasi Lord, Star Lord, Sublord, sub-sublord, whatever may be. Jupiter is falling in the sign of Venus. That Jupiter is said to be in the Rasi of Venus, Taurus Rasi, star of Sun, Nakshatra is, Kritika Nakshatra, in the subdivision of the Mercury. You can see it is there in this area. That moon is traveling in this area. That Jupiter is traveling in this area. Right? You understand?
Yes, sir.
Anybody having any doubts, sir?
No, sir. It's very clear. You can go ahead.
Now, similarly, we are talking about the planets. Similarly, as I said, each cusp, what is cusp? Cusp is starting degree of a house. According to the time, according to the latitude, longitude, and the coordinates, each cusp at the time of birth, Lagna is falling in this particular degree. That degree is ruled by this planet. So each cusp also, Lagna, or second cusp, or third cusp, or fourth cusp, they will also falling in any of these 249 sensitive points only. How we calculated for moon and other planet, Rasi Lord, Star Lord, Sublord. Similarly, each cusp, starting degree of a house, also will be ruled by a Rasi, ruled by a Star Lord, ruled by a Sublord, then sub-sublord, whatever it may be. Right? It means all 12 cusps, all 9 planets will be in the zodiac, in that Kundali. It will be in any of this Rasi, any of this Nakshatra, any of this subdivision of the Nakshatra, right? 12 cusps or 9 planets, whatever may be, they will be in any of these 249 sensitive points only. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Madam, anybody having any doubt? Somebody may be saying yes. You please do not neglect asking any doubt.
No, sir. Understood. Understood.
Okay. So now if I'm asking what is your Lagna ruler? Suppose Lagna Lord is what? If I'm asking that, Lagna Lord may be some planet. Rashi Lord you are talking normally. Starting degree is owned by which planet? We call it as Lagna Lord. Lagna is falling in Aries sign, means Lagna Lord is Mars. But that is not complete. Lagna is falling in which nakshatra? That the star Lord. That is also not complete. Then which subdivision that Lagna is falling? So that is the completion. Rashi Lord, star Lord, sub Lord. That way only we have to combinedly see that. Any doubt in this? I think there is no doubt. What, Preeti madam?
No, sir, no doubt.
Okay. So, as I said, just a minute. First cusp is starting in the Aries sign here, and second cusp is falling here, for example. Okay. Second cusp is starting in the Taurus sign. First cusp is falling in Aries sign, Ketu star, Jupiter sub. Second cusp is falling in the Moon star, Moon sub. The duration between this first cusp and the second cusp will not be 30 degrees equally. It may be plus and minus. Because this starting degree to end degree, they are all, this is called the cusp starting, cusp ending. This is all the planet which are all posted in this duration, they are considered to be posted in the first house. Okay, but this will not be equally 30 degrees. It will not be 30 degrees, it will be plus and minus depending on the coordinates, latitude, longitude, birth time, all these things. So starting degree will change. You understand? Suppose a planet is posted here. Moon is posted in the Venus star, Saturn nakshatra. Sorry, Venus star, Saturn sub. Jupiter posted in the rashi of Venus, Sun nakshatra, Mercury sub. Both the Jupiter and Moon, though they are in the two different rasis, two different stars and sub, they are considered to be posted in the first house. Okay, we call it as Bhava or we can call it as house. Rasis are different, houses are different. How they are going to give? They are saying that I am posted in the first house. He is saying, Jupiter is also saying, I am also posted in the first house. But that is only the starting point. Jupiter is owner of some houses, Moon is owner of some houses, that also will add value. Then that Moon in which nakshatra is traveling, that signification will differ. In subdivision will differ. You understand? So we have to study in extended way, then only we can say what the planet is going to give. But the starting point is what? Each planet is occupying which house. That house is maybe in two different signs. The duration, within the duration, any planet is posted that is considered to be occupant of the particular house. You understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
Anybody having any doubts, sir?
Understood, sir.
No, sir.
What, madam? Any doubt?
No doubt.
Okay, so
No,
now
sir.
let me take you to the next thing. Okay. So, okay. You know that basic rule of KP, right? What is basic rule of KP? This I already said. Cusp is ruled by cuspal lord, cuspal star lord, and cuspal sub lord. That is 249 sensitive points. Any of the sensitive points will be ruling the cusp, right?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, planets also. That's I already said. So now actually, I think somebody was asking that. So when lagna or any cusp is starting in one rasi and extended to the next rasi or the other rasi, what will happen? That who is going to decide? The owners, the starting degree owners are holding the destiny prospects of the particular house matters. It means what? Lagna, suppose if you take, so for example, if you take the marriage of 7th house, 7th cusp is falling, for example, 7th cusp is falling in the Rasi of Libra. Okay? In the nakshatra of, say, Rahu. For example, in Swati nakshatra, it is falling. 7th cusp is in the sign of Venus, star of Rahu, and subdivision of, say, for example, Saturn. These three are the rulers of the 7th house. They are the owners. They are holding the destiny prospects or prospects of the 7th house matters are being held by these three planets. They are the owners. You understand this point?
Yes, sir.
Now, out of these three, 7th lord is called 7th cuspal lord. Venus is 7th cuspal lord. 7th cuspal star lord is Rahu. 7th cuspal sublord is Saturn. Right now? Now, out of them, which is more important? The subdivision of the cusp, Saturn, is holding decides the destiny prospects. They are all holding the signification, but who is going to decide the actual prospects, complete prospects of the particular house matters is being held by this sublord. Because this sublord, this will vary. This is dasa, for example, you take it as a dasa. What is this? This is bukti, na?
Yes, sir.
This bukti, this can vary in few minutes. Also, it will vary. Suppose a person was born, say 5 minutes before this person was born. This is going to be the same. This is going to be the same. This can become Jupiter. Suppose after 5 minutes, that person was born, for example, approximately, this can be what? Mercury subdivision, right?
Yes. Sometimes that Rahu also changes.
Yeah, that if it is in the border, that star lord also will change.
Yes, sir.
What, madam? Anybody is able to follow this, understand this?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We are understanding.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Got it.
Means when the minutes are changing, the subdivisions are changing. Yes, that is the one which is going to decide the level of destiny. But does not mean that these are not having any value. You understand? All are important. Maybe your sublord in your house, your father may be the deciding person. Sublord, what he is saying, that is only is going to be further finally decided. Does not mean that you are going to give something, your mother is going to give something, but finally he is going to decide. Whatever your father, suppose your father is the deciding factor, he is going to decide for your marriage also. But first of all, you should be happy. Then suppose you are ruled by your mother, that she should be happy, and your father also happy. Then only the whole prospect is going to be happy. Otherwise, your father will decide, yes, you are going to get married to this person only. Okay, marriage will happen. That whole prospect is not just based on that particular one planet, but based on that if yourself is not happy in your marital life, or yourself is not interested in marriage, but your father is indicating that I am going to give the marriage and all, so it can support for the marriage, but based on the complete signification of that, rulers only is going to decide. You understand?
It can even vary within seconds, or in the case of twins, for example.
No, in seconds it will not vary, sir. It will vary in minutes also. In sub-sublord only it will vary in second. Sometime if the sublord is in border, it will vary. That is the one which is going to decide. Some people will coming up to the final, sir.
Right.
Then in the final they will lose.
So I believe we will be discussing this in the case of hints, for example.
No,
Right.
you see, I cannot decide, I cannot explain everything, right, sir? This area, first of all, I have to explain about this KP system, and I want to know whether you are understanding that. Then I have to go to the EPS system, I have to explain. Why
Yes,
we have to go for EPS system, I have to explain. What is the necessity for that? Why we are from Vedic, we are coming to KP. KP is extended signification of Vedic only.
Right.
Even I'm saying that in KP, what they are following, it is insufficient. Because of that only, I'm adding something into that, making that into complete signification by way of EPS. That is extended planetary signification system. I will come to that. Okay, sir.
Okay.
But I want to know, each cusp is ruled by 3 planets, 249 sensitive points. One of them only will be ruling that particular cusp. All are owning that house matters. That sublord, which degree it is falling, that is holding the final destiny prospect, is, of course, but that Rashi Lord and Star Lord also have got value. That signification also has to be considered, because the Rahu Star Lord, Swati Star, is a part of the Libra. Venus portion only Rahu. Rahu's portion only Saturn. Right? You understand? So it means it is Saturn is, Rahu Saturn is different, Jupiter Saturn is different. Correct? No. So we have to see that complete signification. So all are ruler of the 7th house. 7th Lord is Venus. 7th Star Lord is Rahu. 7th Sublord is Saturn. You understand? So this you have to keep it in mind. That is what, as of now, you have to see that each cusp is ruled by 3 planets. All the 3 planets are the ruler of the particular cusp. And that sublord of the particular cusp is holding the final destiny prospects. That will vary in minutes also. In seconds also, sometime will vary. Okay? Just now, just like that, just you keep this in mind, that is enough. So it means cusp is ruled by this planet. For any plan, any cusp, any event, normally in KP you would have seen that you are taking what the 7th Lord is signifying, they are not taking, right? To know the destiny prospects of the marriage, in Vedic you take what 7th Lord is signifying, what 7th house is occupied, which planet, whether it is for favorable or not. Or Venus, the Karaka planet, whether it is well posted or affliction and all, we are looking at. If you take KP, 7th cuspal sublord, they will focus. 7th cuspal sublord, it is promising marriage or not. It means, it is like, who is the manager, sir, who is going to sign the agreement, sign the document? He is the destiny, he is the sublord. If you, sir, if you directly go to the manager, if you take care of him, he is good person, sir, he will sign it. It is like that. But you have to go to the office, you have to cross that peon and the manager, then only go to the final. On the way, if they are not supportive, they will cause delay in reaching the manager also, right? Like God is giving, not the pujari, something like this. Understand? It means all are important. All are having some impact. You understand, sir? Please keep this in mind, that do not just jump to the sublord alone. Yes, Mr. Veda, sir.
Sir, why we are giving this much important to the cusp than Vedic in KP or in EPS systems?
No, that's what I said. Suppose Aries is the Lagna, then Libra is the 7th house, right, sir? 7th Lord is going to be Venus only.
Yes, sir.
For any degree, from 1 degree to 30 degrees, that 7th Lord, Rashi Lord, is going to be Venus only. Cuspal Lord is Venus, right? But there are 3 nakshatra. Mars is there, Rahu is there, and Jupiter also there, right? That 7th cusp is falling in which nakshatra, that will vary. that will give the impact. Some influence it will give. But in Vedic, what we take, it is 7th Lord Venus where it is posted. That signification alone we take it. But 7th Lord alone is not important. 7th cusp is falling in which nakshatra, that is also important. Then in nakshatra, which subdivision? It is like, sir, if you take only Dasa Lord, if you want to give the prediction, suppose only Dasa Lord is going to be sufficient? You have to give Dasa, Bugdi, Antra, Sukshma, that only is going to give the answer. Right, sir?
Sir, I am not asking about that, sir. This much important for the cusp, we are giving this much important. Why we should the cusp?
Suppose in olden days, if I am coming to your place, okay, sir, I am coming to Tripur. Suppose you are having a yellow building with your house. Okay, you are having only yellow building in your area. Your house alone is there. Suppose I will come to Tirupur, then you telling, sir, you come to Tirupur, sir, you please ask somebody where the yellow building is there in Tirupur. You can come to that place. You can easily identify that because there are population is less and houses are less. You can easily identify. So anything happens in Tirupur means only the few people who are there, they are going to get affected, or good or bad. But now it is not like that. You have to use the GPS, right? It means in the whole area, in whole Rasi, whole Tirupur, you are there in which area? So tell me the area, sir. I'll come to that area, then I'll come. Okay, I'll come to that area. Sir, in this area, which street you are there, sir? I don't know. You have to tell the street. Then only there can be many yellow buildings. So to make it in a scan report like that, so in olden days, people checking the pulse, they used to say the disease, right? Correct? No, checking the pulse itself, they will say that as per their method of application, they will say that all using the Panchabhuta, right, sir? Then comes that X-ray. X-ray is not enough. Then we go for the scan, CT scan, MRI scan. The detailed report we are taking, depending on the necessity. Similarly, in old days, if you tell your person, sir, your chart is running, Badaga Lord is running, Sade Sadi is also running, Elder Sani is running, sir, you please do not do any work. You be very cautious because he is coming to you for some problem. Because of problem only is coming. All the people who are running that Sadi Sade, they are not coming to you. They are coming to you. Between their running period is indicating troubles. And they are also, in addition to that, Sadi Sadi is running. So what you say, sir, you are running Sadi Sadi, sir. I mean, your Saturn Dasa also running. So then you have to be very careful. Don't go fast. You take care while traveling and all. We'll say overall to everyone in that village or place, the people who will blindly follow, and there is no problem in being cautious. They will follow. Right? We are not saying, no, you are also running Saturn. You are also running Saturn Dasa. You are also running Sadi Sadi. You are also running Sadi Sadi. But your signification is different. Your signification is different. Depending on that, you will face more problem. You will not face many problems. Normally, we are not giving. But some astrologer will go in detail and give the predictions. Correct, sir? But olden days, they used to follow whatever you say, they will follow because their necessity or their work nature will be different. They will work in a particular way. They will not go outside. They will just like that. Their commitments are very less. Their requirements are very less. Nowadays, it's not like that. There only who has to take what, who has to do something. So for that only detailed analysis required. So that way we are take the scan report. So your 7th rulers or Lagna is ruled by these planets. Suppose if minutes are different, it is possible also. If minutes are different, your sublord is changing this one. Your destiny level changes. When the destiny level changes, that what result you are going to experience will change. Correct? So for that only we need the detailed study. Okay, sir. So now when you're talking about the destiny prospects, all the 12 cusps will be in a particular cuspal sublord. To know the marriage prospect, 7th sublord. To know the destiny prospects of the profession, 10th sublord. fifth sublord for the progeny prospects. They are focusing only on the sublord, though that is the one which is going to decide the destiny prospects, but that is not the one is holding the complete destiny prospects. What is the 12th lord? Suppose 5th lord we are talking about marriage, progeny. 5th lord, what it is? 5th cusp is falling in which nakshatra? That is indicating what? Then comes the sublord. That way only, if all the people, all the 5th lord, 5th star lord, 5th sublord, all are unfavorable or having unfavorable signification, that is going to be completely detrimental. Right? Suppose somebody will be asking, sir, 5th cuspal lord is okay, sir. 5th cuspal star lord is okay, sir. Cuspal sublord only is not good. What will happen? That destiny is not going to be good, definitely. There will be a lot of effort that will be supportive for that, but finally it is not going to be favorable. It is not going to support. Suppose 5th lord is not at all good. 5th star lord is also not good. 5th sublord only is good. It means deciding factor is going to trying to give that. But since the 5th lord, 5th star lord are not favorable, even if it is supportive, it is not going to be happier. Now the point is, sir, 5th lord is good or 5th star lord is good. In what way we say it is good or bad? What way? What signification? That is the main point. Identifying the, suppose if I am saying, Veda sir, you are from Tirupur, you are staying in Tirupur itself. Right? Suppose if I am asking this, Rana madam, you are from Calcutta, you are there in, suppose in Calcutta, for example, or you are within Bengal, you may be in a different area, maybe now in Calcutta. Your cuspal lordship and occupying house only I am talking about. But if I want to go, you want to study more about you, these two things are not enough. You may be having some house, some other place also, right? You may be owner of some other houses also. You may be authority planet for some other houses also. You understand? Looking at a person, we cannot come decide on that person's quality. That will give some sort of impact. You understand, sir? You got it, no? So that that source, cuspal lordship and occupying house is the starting point. In the detailed explanation, only we can say whether that is going to be further stronger or not stronger. You understand?
Got it.
So it means what? Each cusp is ruled by 3 planets minimum. Why I'm saying minimum, but sub-lord also may be there. But sub-lord will vary within seconds also. That is the reason normally I do not give importance to the cuspal sub-lord. Okay. These 3 rulers are the owner of the particular house. All these rulers are the significator of the house. Okay? You understand? Out of them, the sublord of the particular house is holding the final destiny prospects of the particular house matters. Does not mean that I'm repeating, not only the sublord, all the planets, 7th lord, 7th star lord, also having some influence on the destiny. Not only that, the owner of the 7th house, occupant of the 7th house, that occupant of the 7th house is unfavorable to the 7th house matters, is going to cause obstacles and struggles, correct? Everything matters. Correct, no, sir? Sir, able
Yes,
to
sir.
follow?
Yes, sir.
Any difficulty in following you, please? I could see only 2 or people only, they are all responding. Others are all keeping quiet. I don't know whether they are following, able to follow, or I'm not able to make them understand.
So you are clearly make us understanding. Everything is quite clear.
Okay, okay, madam, good. So now, next point. I'm talking about KP only now, okay? What in KP they do, I said, they take only the cuspal sublord, right? In case of KP, when we take the planet signification, what a planet is going to give. Suppose Jupiter planet. Jupiter Dasa is running. What Dasa Jupiter is going to give? Dasa Lord Jupiter is in the nakshatra, for example, Venus. and in the subdivision of the Venus, say for example, Saturn. It means this is Dasa, this is Bhukti, right? Correct?
Yes,
no?
sir. Yes, sir.
In case of moon, we call it as Dasa Bhukti. In case of other planets, we call it as star lord and sublord, right? What nakshatra is going to give, what sublord is going to decide, we call it as each planet. A planet can be having anything, owner of any house, occupying any house, but that is not going to give its result on its own. I'm talking about in basic KP, okay? Jupiter will not give. Suppose Jupiter may be 9th lord, 12th lord occupying 10th house. For example, for the Aries Lagna, 9th lord, 12th lord is Jupiter occupying 10th house, right? That Jupiter will not give 9 and 12 and 10 strongly, because Jupiter will give the result of the nakshatra Venus. If Venus is indicating, for example, 5 and 8 and 12, for example, Jupiter will Jupiter will give the result of Venus 5, 8, 12, not this. For suppose it is giving 10th house strongly, but star lord is giving 5, 8, 12, means they will not give the signification, take the consideration of this signification and the priority. Star lord is Venus. The star lord is Venus is indicating unfavorable for event of, for example, job prospects. Jupiter period will give the loss of job, or trouble in the job. You understand?
Yes, sir.
But that result, Jupiter in the star of Venus, the subdivision of the Venus is Saturn. If the Saturn is going to be favorable to the Venus or not favorable to the Venus, accordingly the result will be there. It means what? Suppose it is talking about 2, 6, 10. For example, Saturn. Jupiter in the star of a planet which is not supportive for the job, but sublord is favorable. So because of that, though the result is not going to be, the star lord is not going to be good, because of the sublord is good, it is not going to be completely unfavorable. You understand?
Yes, sir.
What Archana madam or Urkar sir, I think some new people, Dilip Kumar sir.
I think the interview is going to be very bad actually, because here the Venus is 5 and 8. That means it's a frustration.
Your voice
Interview.
is, voice
At
is,
the end, the feedback, the result is associated sublord.
Sublord? Jupiter is going to give the result and further decided by the sublord. Your voice is not clear, sir, breaking. Sorry. As per KP, a planet will act as the star lord Saturn, that is star lord Venus, sorry, in which it is traveling, and the result will be, the output result will be decided by the sublord. This is the basic principle of KP system. Right, sir?
Yes, sir. But what about what if Jupiter is a free planet, or it is?
No, that is next point. Now, Jupiter significations. What the signification we have to take it? Jupiter, what it signifies, that is going to be secondary. Jupiter can be having anything, but Saturn, sorry, Venus star lord is what it is going to give. That is going to be given by the Jupiter on primary basis. Then comes the Jupiter significations. As per KP, I'm talking.
Yes,
suppose
sir.
Jupiter, if it is a free planet, it means it is an untenanted planet. No planet in the star of Jupiter. Why that condition is coming? Because I'm saying that star lord is going to give the result to the planet in which it is traveling, right? If a planet is an untenanted planet, suppose no planet in the star of Jupiter, no planet will get the result of the Jupiter, what Jupiter is signifying, right? In that case, Jupiter will be acting strongly on these houses. Whatever Jupiter is signifying, that houses will be signified strongly by the Jupiter and its nakshatra Lord significations and all. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So this is as per KP planets, next detailed planet significations. Cuspal lordship and occupying house will be strongly signifying that house matters if that planet is a free planet. We call it as free planet means what? Untenanted planet. No planet is in its nakshatra. Right.
Sir,
But if it is not a free planet, that nakshatra signification is going to be strong, then only the planet significations.
so here, what are the final result of Jupiter giving, sir?
No, those things and all we'll discuss, sir. First, you are able to follow this.
Yes, sir.
That is enough. As of now, that is enough. Planet. Suppose if you take the KP significators list, I will show you all these things. Okay. If you take the KP significators list, Jupiter will indicate 5, 8, 12, Jupiter signification. Then comes the Jupiter, suppose 9, 12, and 10. Okay. For priority will be given to the Venus. Suppose Jupiter is not a free planet. Then comes the Jupiter significations. Suppose if it's a Jupiter is a free planet, then they will take it as 9, 12, 10 first, then 5, 8, and 12. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You understand, Dilip, sir?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. If you see the significators list, they will see all the houses. How to study that? You said, no, what is the impact it is going to give? If you look at the houses like this, they called ABCD, fourfold significators, right?
Yes.
Fourfold
Yes,
significators, A grade, B grade, C, and D. You understand this, no? I mean, I will tell about that also. First, you have to keep it in mind. Planet in the nakshatra of which planet, that nakshatra, what it signifies, that star lord, that is going to be experienced, or that is going to be the result what planet is going to give during its period. Then nakshatra, that subdivision of that particular planet, that is going to decide the level of the result. You understand?
Yes, sir.
What is, sir?
Yes, sir.
Anybody having any doubt? I'll put this way. For example, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury. 3 planets. Okay, sir. No planet is a free planet. These 3 planets are in the nakshatra of, say, for example, Mars. Saturn is also Mars. Mercury also Mars. It means all these 3 planets are traveling in the nakshatra of Mars. Okay, any doubt?
No, sir.
Now, suppose Mars is indicating 6,000 and 10,000. 6,000 and 10,000. 6,000 and 10,000. This is going to be the same for all the planets?
Yes, sir.
What Jupiter is going to give in the signification of Jupiter, suppose what they will write first 6 and 10, 6 and 10, then 6 and 10. That is the priority because that is the A grade. Out of the ABCD, that Mars significations will be priority given, right? So able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Suppose Jupiter is, for example, what is that? 6 and 10, 6 and 10. Okay. Suppose it is 2nd Lord and 5th Lord occupying 7th house. Okay. That Saturn is, say, 3rd Lord, 4th Lord occupying 10th house. Mercury is what? Mercury is 8th Lord. And for this Lagna, which Lagna is this? Suppose Mars is 6, means okay, 8th and 11th Lord. 8th and 11th Lord occupying 5th house. Okay. You can see that signification of Jupiter will be 6 and 10 followed by 2 and 5 and 7. Then same way followed by 3, 4 and 10. Then this is going to be 8, 11 and 5. Okay. For example, instead of 6 and 10, I'll make it 6 and 12. 6 and 12, 6 and 12, 6 and 12. Okay. You understand? Or you make it 8 and 12 also for your for academic purpose. 8 and 12. Jupiter will experience 8 and 12. Give the 8 and 12, 8 and 12, correct? This is a hypothetical example for your understanding. Now, out of these planets, to give the predictions, Jupiter book is running, Jupiter period is running. That is also going to give 8 and 12. You forget about, for some extent, that sublord. Sometimes sublord also can be the same. All these three planets are maybe in the same star, same nakshatra, same subdivision also. When you are going to give the predictions, if you look at the KP significator in the software also, any software KP significator, Jupiter signification, they will take secondary. Star Lord Mars signification, they will take it primary, right? All these three planets, Star Lord is Mars, all are indicating 8 and 12, 8 and 12. Now, suppose I'm asking that which planet is out of them, which planet is, suppose I'll put this way, sir. Sorry, I'll put this way. Three, 2, 5, 7, 3, 4, 6, 8, 11, and 5. Suppose I'm asking, sir, which planet is going to give trouble in the marital life? Which planet is going to give some sort of trouble in the professional prospects? Or which planet is going to give exclusively in the progeny prospects? Sir, all are 8 and 12, 8 and 12, 8 and 12, right?
Jupiter will give problem for marriage.
Jupiter will give problem for marriage.
Saturn will give problem for job or profession.
Okay.
And Mercury will give problem for the children.
Okay. What about others?
Jupiter can also give problem for children, but the first event is marriage.
2, 5, 7.
Because it's 2, 5, 7.
You see, suppose which planet is, suppose if you see this, 8, 12, 3, 4, and 6, right? 8, 12, 3, 4, 6. Saturn is indicating 8th house, 12th house, 3rd house, 4th house, and 6th house. Jupiter is signifying 8 and 12, 2, 5, and 7. Mercury is indicating 8 and 12, 3, 11, and 5. If you look at this is having 8 and 12 and 6, 4, 6. This is having 8 and 12 only. This is having 8 and 12, but 2 is there, 5 is there. Good houses for the marriage prospects, progeny prospects, right? Suppose if you ask any of the KP astrologers, they blindly follow the significators. If I ask which planet is going to give more trouble to the marital life, they will choose this, right?
Yes.
What, madam? Anybody having any
Yes,
doubt?
yes.
Because his answer is very good, it's correct, but his application is correct. What, Preeti madam? Veda sir? And whoever is, I mean, they are showing that video only, just I'm asking them. Gangadhar sir?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Because they are trying to coin the houses, whether having favorable houses or unfavorable houses, they are indicating. 8, 12, 6. It is unfavorable grouping for the marriage prospects, but it is not going to give trouble to the marriage during its period. It is not concerned about that. It is not talking about that. Because these planets, sir, this is having marriage 2, 5, 7 is there. No, sir. How it will give the trouble, sir? Correct, na? You see, the source is what? Planet is indicating this. That planet is going to experience this, what Mars is signifying. Jupiter has got 2, 5, 7. It is going to experience what Star Lord is signifying. 2, 5, 7 houses are going to experience this. 8 and 12, Lagna is going to face obstacles. These houses are going to experience these obstacles. These houses are going to face this. These houses are going to face this. Instead of studying a planet from the source, this is the source. If you only give importance to the star lord significations, star lord is important, yes, but source is more important. That is, planet is important, right? Who is going to give? Who is going to give the result? That person who is having what it is having, the Jupiter, that is going to give this. What it is having, that is also going to experience this. Correct? Unless and otherwise follow this flow, just like that, if you look at the significators list, sir, 2 is there, 3 is there, 5 is there, 11 is there. So this also can support, this also, this will not support for the marriage. This only can support for the marriage, but with obstacles. And this is also going to support for the progeny, and marriage also will support it, but the obstacles, all are having obstacles, but this is going to give more trouble for the marriage prospects. No?
That means Saturn will give more trouble for marriage, having 12th or 7th.
Madam, Saturn, if you look at the grouping, 3rd house matters, 4th house matters, 6th house matters are going to experience 8 and 12. 7 is not experiencing 8 and 12. You understand? 7 is what? Suppose I put
partnership.
Yeah, marriage prospects as partnership, whatever it may be, right? If 7 in the star of 8 and 12, 10 is in the star of 8 and 12, it means that planet is holding 10 in its hand. It is in the star of a planet, it is giving obstacles. So 10 is going to experience obstacles. Correct, na? Suppose I'll put this way. Suppose that NH road is there. Okay, road is very good. You take the road is the star lord. Okay, road is the star lord. Super road. Road is very good. NH. Sir, very good road, madam. You can go fast. Very good. That is the signification what the road is giving. Then I'm asking that suppose you Vedas are, as I'm saying, sir, you are also in the same road coming now, sir. You can come very fast. Yes, star lord is going to support. Suppose Vedas are coming on the bike. Preeti madam is coming on the car. Okay, somebody is coming on the bus. Or somebody is coming on the, by walk also. Definitely all these 3 people will be, all 3 planets will be experiencing the road experience. The road is good. So, you are going to good, since the road is good, you are going to experience good. But when Vedasar is coming on the bike, he cannot go beyond 100 km speed. What based on his vehicle condition only, that road he can experience. So yes, you are saying, madam, you are saying you are come fast. Sir, I came fast, sir. Why you are coming very late? You are asking whether, sir. Madam, you have come on my car, madam. I have come on bike only. That too, my bike condition is not good. So I cannot go beyond 60 km speed. So it means what? Who is ruling? Who is coming? The planet. If it is a cycle or bicycle or car, so that is going to experience this star lord. You understand? Otherwise, if you look at only the star lord signification, that is going to give the impact. Mean yes, everybody will experience star lord signification, whoever traveling in that nakshatra. But the level will vary depending on that planet. Suppose the star lord is not good. The road is very bad. Okay. The person who is traveling on that road, his vehicle condition is also not good. He has to come very slowly. Otherwise, he will face a lot of problem. A person who is coming on a very good vehicle, very good condition vehicle, Small hurdles also we can easily pass. But still it will give some trouble to that vehicle, right?
Right.
You understand this point?
Yes, sir.
What, sir?
Yes, sir.
Having any doubt, please? Because why I'm passing here and again, I have seen, because I am conducting online classes, my students, still people are also not understanding this point. Just like that, blindly follow, because I want to give the easy predictions. I want to give that, looking at the significators, what houses that is signifying, looking for the houses only. Who is giving, they are not bothered. At what level they are giving, they are not bothered. The houses are present, nah? That is enough. No, that is not correct. You understand, sir? I'll put the another example also. You see, just small example I will tell you. You see this one. For example, I have given star lord may be the same for two planets, but the output will vary based on the planet source. So source is also important. How? For example, star lord is knife. Star lord is, for example, I said Mars. It is like a knife. It is going to give that knife. It is going to, what for it can be used? It can be used for cutting or causing injury, or for good things also, for bad thing also. It is trying to give the support for something, some injury or some cutting purpose, right? For example, now the planet is a cook. He is in the star of same kind, knife, and the planet is a killer, a thief. He is also holding that nakshatra. He is also on the traveling the star of the nakshatra, knife. So both are going to use this, but the output, planet is going to use this for this. This person is going to use this for killing or causing injury, right? Which is important? All are important, but starting point is important. Suppose one of your children is coming from the school and saying that, Papa, somebody has, that person mentioning a student, he has hit me, he slapped at me, he has beaten me. What immediately we'll ask? What did you do? Right?
Why and what did you do? Yes.
Source. Who started? Source. So if you would have started something bad, he is going to give the trouble, right? You understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
So which is important? All are important. Starting degree is important. I am having with me something, I have fallen down. So I also will fall down. Somebody else also can fall down on the pit. But what is going to happen? I am holding a glass with me that is going to be broken. Another person who is falling the same pit, that is not having glass, something else, that is going to get some injury. That's all. Right now? So planet is source. Star Lord is the effect. The impact of that star lord is going to be decided by the sublord, right? Unless and otherwise we follow this flow of analysis, we will not give the correct predictions all the time. Sometimes if you look at the signification itself, we can see that yes, it is good, it is supportive, but not all the time. Please understand, being an astrologer, we will come across only challenging charts only. Problematic people only come to us. Only the patients only come to the hospital, right?
Exactly, sir.
So it means all the people will be coming with the mixed significations or trouble giving significations. They will come to us, sir, I'm having problems, sir. What to do? So we have to study from the source. If you go to the hospital, they ask for what is your father's name, mother's name, their past history, all the histories, whether your parent have got similar issues, what sort of health issues they had, all the history they take, right? Even if you say I'm having stomach pain, okay, from when you started having? From the morning or after the food or before food? For how many days? All the details when they're asking, no, that the patient will be very happy. Oh, doctor is asking so much of details. So it's very good. But when we are trying to ask some questions to the client, hey, why you are asking all these things? Then you try to find. Like if you go to the doctor and give your body, sir, you please find the disease and give the treatment. It is like that, right? We have to get all the information, we have to study it. But even if somebody is giving all the information, unless and otherwise we follow the method of analysis and with the proper application of the principle and rules, we'll not be able to get the answer, right? Able
Yes,
to understand, sir? So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
importance to the source has to be studied. Okay, now let me come to that. I was said that, just a minute, where I was, immediately I jumped to that. Nah? Okay, so KP system, I said planet is going to give as the star lord and result will be decided by the sub lord. Okay, now as cuspal intersection, okay, is not required now. You can see in the KP system, there is one thing called significators. This planet is signifying what are the houses. Okay, each planet is signifying what are the houses. How they say that? Each planet, A grade, A, B, C, D, fourfold significators. Now they have followed sixfold significators also. It means a planet, suppose Saturn is posted in the 7th house, 7th lord if it is Jupiter. 7th lord is Jupiter, but 7th occupant is, Saturn. Tenant is Saturn. So strong significator of the 7th house is going to be the Saturn, then the Jupiter, as per KP. Okay. Though Saturn is the one which is occupying the 7th house, and owner is not there. Owner is somewhere else. Only the tenant only is occupying that, living in that house. He's saying that I'm living here. Okay. He's going to give the direct influence on the 7th house matters because he is only the person who is occupying, right? Correct. Now, which are the planets are giving the 7th house? Saturn. More than the Saturn, that is the planet occupying the house, that is Saturn. That is given B grade. You understand? 7th house is signified by the Saturn. Who is the owner of the 7th house? Jupiter.
Libra.
No. Just I'm saying in the example which I was explaining. Imagine 7th lord is Jupiter. 7th house is occupied by Saturn. Okay. Now, the planet owner is given the D grade. Venus is least significant of the 7th house, but owner, occupant of the 7th house is given the B grade. You understand? More than that, any planet in the nakshatra of the Saturn, any planet traveling in the nakshatra of the Saturn, suppose Sun is in the star of nakshatra of Saturn. Sun is the strong significator of the 7th house. Next comes the Saturn. Okay?
A grade significator.
Yeah, A grade significator, B grade significator. The owner of that 7th house is Jupiter. Suppose Moon is in the star of Jupiter. So Moon is the third C grade significator. Jupiter is the D grade significator. That is the way normally we take in KP fourfold significators. 7th house significator are these: Sun, Saturn, Moon, and Jupiter in this descending order of strength. You understand?
Yes, sir.
It means in KP we try to say first house signified by which planet strongly, second house significator, third house significator, by this way. Fourth house significator. Correct? Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Kindly mute. Somebody is talking but without muting. So kindly mute. I don't know. My God. Kindly mute. I have to otherwise mute everyone. Okay. But thing is, The fourfold significators, you can see here, what are the houses we have taken? We have taken only the owner and the occupant, right? What, Gangadhar sir? Owner only, occupant only we have taken, na?
Yes, sir.
Seventh lord we have taken. Seventh occupant we have taken. What about the seventh star lord? What about the seventh sublord? Those things we are not taking in the significators in case of KP. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Sir, when even for the twins you take it also, seventh lord will be the same, occupant of the seventh also will be the same only. The significators of seventh house will remain the same for all the people who are born particular lagna, even in KP. You understand? Are you able to
Yes, sir.
follow? But the significator will differ. I will explain about that. I will explain about that. Please, I mean, the positive thing is that in fourfold significators, we can easily identify which are the planets are signifying those houses. Second house is which planet, seventh house is which planet, 11th house which planet, we can identify. But there also we have got the setbacks. I'll tell you the setbacks. What are the setbacks? Okay. So before that, I'll tell you in KP, we follow grouping of houses. It means in Vedic, normally we take seventh house, any single house based on that also we'll try to give prediction in Vedic. But as I said, no single house can give the support or give the result. Grouping is important. For each and every event, there will be one primary event minimum and secondary house and supportive houses. 11th house is going to be mostly supportive house, right? Secondary house or supportive house to the any event. And you can see for the marriage, 7th house is primary, second house is the family, and 11th house is satisfaction or gain, whatever may be, right? Childbirth, 5th house, here 7, here 5th house. Second house, here also it is talking about family, and 11th house is satisfaction. Job, 6th house or 10th house. Here second house is talking about the dana, money, and 11th house is satisfaction. Property, 4 and 11. Something like this, all 9th or 11th house will be adding to the any house which is going to give support favor to the lagna, right? For the particular event, the primary house which is signifying, right? Any doubt in this? Grouping of houses for marriage to happen as per KP, second significator, 7th house significator, 11th house significators, we have to identify who are all, I mean, running this 2, 7, 11 significators, Dasa Lord, Buddhi Lord, Antara Lord. During that period, marriage will happen. You understand?
Yes, sir.
How will you find these 2, 7, 11 significators? As I said previously, that fourfold significators. Based on that, we have to identify who is signifying second, who is signifying 7, who is signifying 11. Commonly, which are the planets are giving so-and-so houses. During the Dasa Buddhi Antra, in general, it is going to happen. Any doubt in this?
No, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. Now, I will tell you something. I'll tell you about the setbacks in this. In case of, say, horary astrology, in Prasanna, as far as KP is concerned, yes, there will not be of much issue because horary Prasanna is pertaining to a particular specific need or query. So that Prasanna chart or horary chart will indicate it is pertaining to the particular event. We need not bother about the other events. So that will, if you follow the fourfold significator itself, that itself will give the answer because it is very specific to that chart. You understand? But in case of, especially, there also will have issue that and all secondary. But in case of birth chart, natal chart, that natal chart is not for a particular event. That natal chart is for the whole life events for the native. So there we need to be very careful in studying the signification of each planet. That planet can be supportive for something, it may not be supportive for another event. Correct? How in Dasa, one Dasa is running for about 6 years or 20 years. That planet, what it signifies, it has to, that native has to experience all his life events during that Venus Mahadasa, if it is running for 20 years, or Sun Mahadasa for 6 years, for example. Understand? All life events, according to his age factor, according to his condition, he will experience all sort of life events. So then if you take only these houses into consideration, we will not be able to identify. If you follow only the fourfold significators, we will not be able to get the significations. You understand? How it
Yes,
will
sir.
How it will differ. For example, I will tell you. Somebody was asking about the twin births, right, sir? Who was asking?
Yes, sir. I was asking.
Okay, sir. I'll come to your point. Okay, sir. For example, you take twin or anybody who are born in, say, 5 minutes difference. Okay, few minutes difference. So twin one, for example, or I'll put this way instead of twin, I put person A and person B. Okay. Suppose A person was born at 6:10 a.m. B person was born at 6:15 a.m. Okay, 5 minutes difference. Okay. Now, suppose this person's lagna is A. That after 5 minutes, say 1 degree plus it will change. So the B person also will fall here. Okay, lagna. Correct? Any doubt in this? Sir, any doubt in this?
Sir. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, both the people at the time of birth, both will be running same Mahadasa, same Bugdi, and of course, Antra also can be the same, right? Because 5 minutes, moon position will not vary that much. But anyway, that moon degree will change, resulting that Dasa, Bugdi, Antra, that balance will vary, right? The end period will vary. You understand?
Correct. Yes.
What, madam? Are you able to follow? Within 5 minutes, Lagna is the same Lagna, Aries Lagna. Lagna Lord is here. What? Mars. Here also Lagna Lord is Mars. Within that 5 minutes difference, Lagna star Lord, for example, it is falling in the star of Ketu itself. Both are in the nakshatra of Ketu. But within 5 minutes difference, that subdivision of the Lagna can be, suppose this is Saturn, this can be Mercury for the first house. Okay. First cusp is falling in the rashi of Mars, star of Ketu, sub of Saturn. The person who was born after 5 minutes, he was in the same Lagna, but star lord is the same, sub lord is Mercury. Similarly, all the 12 cusps can have some difference in the sublord or not required all the cusp sublords. If the cuspal sublords are a very long duration, like Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, Rahu, then that subdivision is going to be a wider. 5 minutes may not change the sublord. Suppose like a moon, like a sun, Ketu, or Mars are coming as a sublord, within 2-3 minutes also that sublord can change, right? Suppose even that long duration sublord, Saturn or Mercury, if it is in the border, that also will change. Correct? For our academic purpose, I am saying that Lagna sublord is Saturn for this A, Lagna sublord is Mercury for the B. Similarly, other cuspal sublord also can change, right? Now, but that each person, Dasa, Bugdi, Antra, within 9 minutes, 5 minutes different, that duration, suppose this person will be ending some Dasa in say 1 period. But the person who was born after that one, that ending period will differ. You understand? that dasa balance will differ. Dasa period may differ, but dasa period, ending period may differ. But dasa planet which is running going to be the same. Suppose if the minutes are different, Andhra can change. Right? Are you able to understand this?
Yes.
Suppose I'll put this way. Just a minute. Oh, sorry. Suppose I'll take this. I will write some planets. This is Lagna. Mars is posted here. Okay. Suppose Jupiter. Oh, not Jupiter. Suppose Rahu is posted here. Ketu is posted here. And Jupiter is posted here. And Sun is posted. And Mercury is posted. And suppose Venus is posted here. And which planet? Moon is pending, right? Moon is pending. Moon is posted here. What about Saturn? Where is Saturn? Suppose Saturn is posted here. Okay. Which one planet is missing? Which planet? Any planet is missing?
Everything is coming.
Correct, huh? Okay. So suppose this is the planetary position for both the people. Suppose you are in your office. Both are coming for the consultation to you. Okay. A person also coming, B person also waiting outside. You are looking at the chart. This person is suppose running Jupiter Dasa. This person is running Mahadasa of Jupiter at the time of consulting you. Okay. So what you will do? We have to check Jupiter. Suppose Jupiter here in the nakshatra of, for example, say Moon, Shravana star. Okay. Are you able to follow? Planet is Jupiter.
Yes, sir.
Star Lord is Moon. Suppose sublord is, say, for example, Saturn. Okay. Now you please tell me what the signification will be giving to the people, this person. What, Ratna madam?
Jupiter is having 9 and 12 houses in
So
his
what
hands.
will, yes sir, we will give cuspal lordship occupying house will take, right? Jupiter
Yes,
is cuspal lord of, imagine it is first house means what is going to be 9?
9 and 12.
9th lord, 12th lord occupying 10th house. Here,
yes.
Right? So 9th lord, 12th lord occupying 10th house. In the nakshatra of Moon,
4th
Moon
house.
is what? It is 4th lord occupying 11, right?
11th. Yes.
Imagine they are all posted in the particular house. Exactly. Now sublord is Saturn. Saturn is what? 10th lord, 11th lord.
Posted in 12.
12th house. Right?
Yes.
Now I say this is the source. This is going to experience this. Then further it is going to be decided by this. Right? So we will be studying this planet, whatever the interpretation you are getting it, you will try to give the prediction based on this, right?
Yes.
Any doubt in this? Correct, na? What, Yeda sir? You will give that based on this only, no, sir?
Yes.
Conjunction aspect, whatever, they're all additional points. You are given the prediction to this person. He's saying that, yes, sir. You are saying that, yes, it is supportive or not. Whatever you feel for the question, you can give the prediction. After that, this person is coming. 6:15 person is coming. He is also running same Mahadasa. Right? He is
Yes,
also
sir.
running same Mahadasa, right? Na?
Yes, sir.
What are the signification? Then you are looking at same Jupiter. Nakshatra also will be the same. Sublord also will be the same. Because within 5 minutes difference, the star lord, sublord of the planet will not change. Cusp only will change, right?
Yes, sir.
Now what we are going to give the prediction? Same 9, 12, 10 only.
Yes.
Same 4 and 11 only. same 10, 11 and 12 only, right?
Yes, sir.
This is going to be the same for both the people. But
Yes,
whatever
yes,
the
sir.
prediction you want to give to them, this person will give the same to this person. Right or not?
Yes, sir.
We'll bound to do that way, sir.
Yes, sir.
But the output can be different also. Right?
Yes.
He would have come with some problem, but that person cannot be experiencing the same problem, or the level of support that problem can be differing. Right? Why? What is based on what? Because this is all going to be the same. Cuspal lordship occupying house going to be the same for these people. What is the difference? The difference is when the
Lagna, sir.
minutes are changing, the Jupiter is star lord for some planet, some cusp, some cusp, sublord for some cusps. It may be. That will vary, make the difference. I'll show in the chart. I will explain, but you are able to understand this. What Gangadhar sir or madam?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Suppose Lagna is here, right? Fourth cusp is falling here. Fourth cusp is falling here. Okay. So kindly mute the galaxy or somebody. Please mute. Fourth cusp is falling in the Cancer sign in the nakshatra of Jupiter, for example. Okay? Able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fourth cusp is falling in the nakshatra of Jupiter. Or suppose if you take, say, okay, let us take Jupiter itself, fourth cusp. Suppose, madam, galaxy, please mute. Let me mute manually, otherwise. Okay, thank you. So when Jupiter is getting the star lord ownership for fourth house, right? For the person who was born after 5 minutes or before 5 minutes, for example, the person, the cusp, fourth cusp may or may not be falling in the nakshatra of Jupiter itself. It may be, it may or may not be. So that Jupiter is owning the fourth cusp star lord for this person, that may or may not be for the B person. Correct? In detail, if you go, suppose Jupiter can be the sublord for some cusps. I said no. Cuspal lord, cuspal star lord, cuspal sublord. Each cusp 1 to 12 will be owning these rulers. Suppose Lagna Jupiter can be first cuspal sublord for the A person. For the B person, Jupiter, instead of Jupiter, it can be the Saturn. Right?
Yes, sir.
So what will happen? Jupiter will get the first house significations for this A person. Apart from these significations which are common for both, the sublord significations can change. Star lord signification also, that planet will change. You understand? That is indicating the difference. It means what I am trying to say, that what we are taking the signification of each planet. Suppose Jupiter is cuspal lord, occupying house, and if you take cuspal star lord and cuspal sublord, it means normally we take only these two. Jupiter is like 9th lord, 12th lord occupying 10th house. Suppose Jupiter is cuspal star lord for 4, 8, 12, some cusps, 4, 8, 12 cuspal star lord, because normally a planet can be star lord for any of these trigons, nakshatra, trigons. 4, 8, 12, 1, 5, 9, 3, 7, 11, 2, 16, right now?
Yes, yes.
Then Jupiter can be sublord for 8th house or sublord for any favorable houses For A person can be 8. For B person, it can be at 6 and 10 also. I mean, it may vary. You understand?
Yes, sir.
The sublord is the one which is deciding the destiny prospects of any event we are taking. To know the 10th house significators, we are taking Jupiter only for the B person. To know the 10th house destiny prospect, we will not check the Jupiter for the destiny prospects for the B person. Suppose Saturn is the 10th sublord, we'll check the Saturn only. We are giving importance to the cuspal sublord house to know the destiny prospects for the particular event, but we are not giving the importance that house is also a significator for the particular planet. There is a rule, golden rule, that if the planet is a free planet, then you take the cuspal sublord also, the signification, whatever the planet is having, that also can be considered as the significator.
Yes, sir.
But that is not the correct method of analysis. What I'm trying to say, each planet will have all the houses, CLOCC, cuspal star lord, sublord. Some planet can have cuspal star lord or not. Some planet can have cuspal sublord for some houses or not. That is different. But while we are studying the self-signification of each planet, we have to study complete. This only will vary. This only will vary from twins also. The same, in the same area, people are born within, say, 10 minutes, 15 minutes difference also. This will vary. This may vary. That will change the signification of the particular planet. You understand?
Sir, I have a small doubt, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, in my house, there are two sets of pins, sir.
Sorry, you are in your house?
Two sets of pins. One set is 2 girls and the other set is 2 boys only.
So I could not understand. In your house, you are talking about your own house.
Yes, yes,
okay.
Yes, sir.
So in your own house, what you are saying?
2 sets of pins are there, sir.
Pins?
Yes.
Oh, 2 sets of twins in your house.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. Okay.
One set is completely girls and the other set is completely boys.
Okay, okay.
So in case of girls, they are having only 17 seconds of gap.
17 seconds. All cesarean?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So in that 17 seconds, nothing has changed.
Okay.
But one girl is very brave and the other girl is somewhat not that much brave. And one girl is excellent in talking and communicating with the people and the other girl is not.
Okay.
What could be the reason behind this?
You see, you are saying 17 seconds.
Yes, sir.
First of all, we have to see the accuracy of that. First point. There will be some difference within seconds also. The sub-lord of the Lagna will vary. First point. And what is birth? Birth time, how we are saying, 17 seconds only it's possible in the cesarean. They will take a child and they will take another child. Within 17 seconds, will they make that child shivering of the umbilical cord, or that when the child, each child started breathing on their own, that is called the birth time, right?
Yes, sir.
That will vary. Definitely, right, sir? That will vary.
Yes.
That sub-lord can also will vary.
Okay.
There will be difference. The difference will be that suppose people are taking that what is the birth time, sir? Birth time is whether when you are coming out of the head or from the womb, the head is coming out, full body is coming out, or only that umbilical cord when you are cutting that. In case of cesarean, they are not going to take. They just like that they are going to take it out, right?
Yes, sir.
It out and they will clean, then cut that knot that umbilical cord, then swear it, then they will take for the other child, or they will take both together and do it. There will be difference of 1 or 2 minutes. Definitely there will be difference in the breathing between these two people.
Okay, okay, sir.
4 minutes.
There will be not required 2 minutes also possible.
Yes, sir.
But, so even if it is such 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds also there, that if you go in detail, Lagna sublord, sub-sublord will vary. Within that seconds also, some cuspal sublord will vary. Definitely there will be a difference, sir. Then when case studies are coming, we'll discuss if you are joining, if you are learning in the system, in the course. Okay, sir?
Okay, sir.
It means The problem is what? Identifying the correct birth time.
Yes.
When birth time is different, the sublord will change, subsublord will change, right? Of the cusp, the destiny level will change, right? There will be a
Yes,
lot
sir.
of similarities between the twins.
Yes, sir.
Some points they will differ because that result giving houses, planets will differ, will give different results. You understand, sir?
Yes, yes, sir.
So it means that is possible only if you take each planet, cuspal star lordship ownership, cuspal sublord ownership. In such cases, we may have to check this cuspal sublord ownership also. There only we can see the minute difference also.
Yes, sir.
Right, sir? How it is possible to decide on the cuspal sublord and sublord based on some events what you are telling, that based on the past events or the actuals. This person is having such more knowledge. This person has got always is very lazy or but is very active or lazy. So that is going to decide. So this sublord is supportive. For this person, this sublord will be supportive within, I mean, 1 or 2 minutes or even sometime in seconds also that sublord will change if it is in border.
Yes, sir.
Based on that only we can decide the rectification of the birth time, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
So for that, first of all, we have to understand that each planet is considered signification, not cuspal lordship and occupying house only. Each planet owner for star lord some houses, sublord for some houses. It can be sublord for some houses also. But sublord and all we have to take only in special cases. Otherwise, if you take up to cuspal sublord is more than enough. Without the star lord signification and cuspal sublord signification, if you take each planet signification only restricted with CL and OCC, that is like Vedic only, right?
Yes,
Order
sir.
of some house, occupying some house. What is the difference it is going to give? But so that is the reason we are taking that each planet in the cusp, the planet when you are studying, planet, star lord, sublord we are taking, right?
Yes, sir.
But when you are taking the planet signification, cuspal star lord significations, cuspal sublord signification, we are not taking in KP. Why? That is the problem. That is the setback. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Jupiter is not only 7th lord, it is also 12th lord. And also it is 4th star lord, 8th star lord, and 12th star lord, and 8th sublord also. If you are do not considering this one, we will think that Jupiter is not connected to 8th and 12th houses. It will give wrong impact of that wrong output about the Jupiter. You understand? Otherwise, we'll have to give, if we follow only that CL and OCC, cuspal lordship and occupying house, we'll have to give the same answer only. That is not going to be the correct one, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is the reason, you see, I'm KP astrologer. I have practiced KP, especially I'm very much interested in the horary and all. So the horary and all, it is going to be straight because that particular question only. But when you are studying the natal chart, if you take only CL and OCC, so we'll not able to get the answer. Many failures. Why it is happening? Right? Sir, we are checking the sublord, no, sir. Yes, sublord we are checking. Planets, Jupiter in the star of, say, for example, moon, sub of, say, Saturn. When minutes are different, this is not going to change. Dasa Lord or Bukti Lord or Antara Lord, when we are studying, Jupiter nakshatra will not change. Jupiter is a very slow moving planet. Sublord is also, Saturn is also going to be small. I mean, this is going to, within 5 minutes is not going to change. CLOCC also will not change. But sublord definitely will change. Star Lord may or may not change. Sublord also can change for Moon and Saturn when minutes are different. They are only making that signification staying favorable or unfavorable. Does not mean that that is what in interlink what they take. Sir, this is going to be the same for all the people who are born in the particular lagna. This will change. Right?
Yes.
based on that only interlink, they are giving only importance to the cuspal sublord. But it is like giving the importance only to the deciding person. Though it is correct, but it is not completely correct. They are ignoring this. You understand?
Yes, sir.
But to know the signification of a planet, we have to study everything. Then only we can know the complete signification. As I said, Jupiter can be sublord for 8th house. It is indicating it is the sublord, deciding factor for the 8th house matters. Yes, but that planet is owning 9th lord, 12th lord, occupying 10th house. They are also going to give some impact. That is going to experience this. The method of analysis is different. That is called, this is what I call it as EPS system. Extended planetary signification. We are extending further to know the complete signification of each planet. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
Anybody having any doubt?
Sir, I have one more doubt.
Yes, sir.
Sir, mine is Libra ascendant, sir.
You are a Libra ascendant, okay?
Libra ascendant. Presently, for few days ago, Rahu Dasha was completed, sir.
Okay.
So Rahu doesn't even have any significations of job-related issues.
Sorry, Dasa is not indicating any job-related issues. Okay.
Job-related issues. Sorry, job-related aspects are not issues.
Okay.
But in Rahu Dasha, I changed 2 jobs. What
Okay.
could be the reason, sir? Only
it means you are properly not studied. That is the only reason. You have not studied that planet strongly, because if you are focusing only on CL and OCC and whatever I'm going to discuss, when you are not completely studying, just looking at the review of that movie, if you are able to see that, it is not going to help.
No.
Right? You are going to detailed analysis, extended signification when you study. That too, Rahu, Ketu are playing, we have to be very careful, because not only their signification, their rashi lord signification, conjunct planet, aspected planet, all are going to influence. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So those things and all we have to extend, we have to properly study. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that we'll discuss because we are not having time for that. Okay, sir? Now
Yes,
I'll
sir.
go one by one. See, extended planetary signification, I said that. So I said, no, you can see in EPS, I found, why many times that predictions are not to that extent, why it is having that issue. When I started looking at that, I found the, just a minute, I think something I have clicked. My God. Which you are looking at, which slide you are looking?
This was completed, sir. We were discussing about...
No. Which slide you are looking at now?
13.
This is okay, na? No, you are looking at comparison between Vedic, KP, interlink.
11th,
Yes, this one.
11th is done, sir.
No, you
This
do
is
not look at the slide
This
number.
one, 13.
13. Yeah.
Yeah, this is okay, na?
Yes.
You see here, I was saying that if you follow, suppose planet is Mercury, okay? You can see this planet, star lord, and you can see blue background, star lord of the star lord, then sublord, then star lord of the sublord. This is the 5 important levels we are checking in EPS. How we are studying in self-signification, as I said, what is self-signification? Just you forget about this, you take planet, Mercury. Okay? Mercury planet is 9th lord, cuspal lord of 9th house, 12th house, occupying 5th house. Okay?
Okay, sir.
You are able to see, no, everyone?
Yes.
Or you want to maximize that window? I will do.
No, it's fine, sir.
No, I want to see only is interacting, sir.
And go to
Others are-
slideshow.
Yeah, I will go to the slideshow so that you can see in a better way, right? Now you can see that cuspal lordship in occupying house, right? As per Vedic, we take Mercury's 9th lord, 12th lord occupying 5th house. In nakshatra of his own nakshatra, 9th lord, 12th lord occupying 5th house, right?
Yes, sir.
And in KP, we take these two only. Right now?
Yes, sir.
But in EPS, what we take apart from this, as I said, Mercury is star lord for which cusps? Which are the cusps are falling in the nakshatra of these 2, 6, 10, Mercury. And Mercury is not only 2, 6, 10 cuspal star lord, it is sublord for these houses. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes,
How
sir.
it is being calculated? That software will show that. That output of the software will show that Mercury is sublord for 1, 5, 11 cusps.
Conjunction.
Okay. You understand?
Yes,
so
sir.
each planet's self-signification is CL, OCC, cuspal star lord and cuspal sublord. In interlink, they take only cuspal sublord. Suppose any planet is not sublord for any house, then they will take to the cuspal star lord. Or they will take the occupying house. Or sometimes they will take the cuspal sublord also. I'm talking about interlink if they follow up to the cuspal sublord. But suppose in the interlink of Kuller's theory, I feel they take cuspal sublord, right?
Yes, sir.
Each planet is sublord for which houses, but they are not giving importance to this. Understand?
Yes, sir.
No cuspal lordship, occupying house, cuspal star lordship, they are not giving importance. Even in interlink, cuspal interlink, where they follow that cuspal sublord also, they do not give importance to this. Only in the absence of this, they will take this. But in EPS, it is not like that. We take all. How to, if we take all, how to study? That is the method of analysis that is there. That I cannot explain in a single session. Okay. That is what actually the course is there. So how to study this planet? If you do not consider this, if you talk about this person's during Mercury period, how his professional prospects, as per Vedic, or if Vedic also, they will take 5th house is good. Right?
Yes.
If you take KP, no, 9th lord, 12th lord occupying 5th house. In the own star 9, 12 and 5, it is not good for the professional prospects. Right now?
Yes. Yes.
Right or not bad, madam?
Yes. Correct,
Yogi
sir.
Sandeep
Right,
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Narana sir, everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to know whether you are able to follow or not. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir. We are able to follow.
cuspal lordship occupying house is indicating no, it is not good, not good. It is like looking at the wrapper we are talking. Okay. We are looking at the wrapper. Can we decide on the book?
No, sir.
9th lord, 12th lord occupying 5th house. You have to study each planet starting from the source to the left. Cuspal lord of 9 and 12 occupying 5th house, and star lord for 2, 6 and 10. Cuspal sublord for 1, 5 and 11. It is indicating 9th house, 10th house, occupying 5th house, moving towards 2, 6, 10, 1, 5, 11. 9th house matters. Suppose is connected to the abroad travel related or long communication. Mercury, na?
Yes.
Abroad communicated profession is into that. He will be getting good gain. If you do not look at this, no, it is not good for the professional prospects. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you take this planet, in EPS, we take all signification of each planet. Immediately people will try to comment that, sir, if you take all planets, all houses will be signified by a single planet. Yes, it will be signifying how we are studying that matters. Na?
Correct.
So that is the one which has to be properly learned. So same way, left to right, we have to study each planet. top to down we have to study. This is the actual principle of EPS. Left to right, from the source to sublord, CL to sublord, cuspal sublord, and top to down, planet, star lord, sublord. In that you can see star lord of the star lord also considered, star lord of the sublord also considered. It means planet and star lord and sublord, these 1, 2, 3, they are the primary levels. Okay, but star lord is also a planet that will be in a star of another planet. So that is going to give support to the star lord or not. Sublord is also a planet. Star lord of the sublord also is going to give some support to this planet. It means star lord of the star lord and star lord of the sublord, they are going to be secondary supportive levels. Okay. Other levels, primary levels, first level, second level, third level, planet, star lord, sublord, all primary levels. How it has to be studied and all, you will not be able to understand unless otherwise you properly learn. Okay. So first we have to check planet signification left to right and top to down. Then only we can understand what planet is going to give. Apart from that, this is called self-signification of each planet. Self, cuspal lord, owing, occupying, owning CST of some houses, sublord for what houses. Apart from that, all the other planet in conjunction, aspected by which planet, and Rasi Lord is which planet? Rasi Lord. Mercury in the Rasi of which Rasi? That Rasi Lord, what it signifies. Conjoined planet, what it signifies. Aspected by any planet. These planets will give some support, favorable support or unfavorable support. They can further support to this planet significations or going to further give trouble to that signification. Right?
Yes, sir.
Those things and all have to be studied. Not just like that, only these houses are going to decide, or only these houses are going to decide. This is called extended signification. But if you take interlink, most of the people in interlink, they are not concerned about the Rasi Lord, conjunction, aspect, right?
Yes, sir.
Rahu, Ketu and all, they are not at all giving importance.
Yes.
So, but in EPS, it is being considered that is a consolidated, it's a comprehensive system of Vedic, KP, interlink, and EPS has got its own rules and method of application principle. Based on that only we can study a planet significations. Like Ajay sir said that Rahu is not indicating any change of job, but I made a lot of changes. Suppose it means if you focus only on CL and OCC, it may not signify straight away. But if you look at the CST, CSL and the planet in Rasi Lord conjunction, how far they're going to influence, how Rahu is capable to get the influence of those planets. You understand? That and all can be found only by way of this method of analysis.
Yes, sir.
Understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What, madam, able to follow?
Yes, definitely.
It means what? It is not analyzing, giving a prediction is not very simple, right? Correct?
Yes.
Astrology is
Yes,
not
sir.
very simple. People are thinking that, okay, 3 days we can learn. From 4th day, I can give predictions. Software is giving the signification. Following the signification, we give the predictions. It is not all the time possible, right? If you give for medicine, some just, what do you call, fever, can give paracetamol is enough, but not all the time, right? If it is not responding, then we go for the testing, right? But what we have to do, we have to go for testing, then only we have diagnosis. Diagnosis is not wrong, treatment will not be correct, right? Now, that is what we have to do that.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Next, just a minute. I will show you just in EPS, you can see, just a minute. I'll move to the next slide.
Sir, can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Sir, since we are going into more and more permutations, combinations, so how will we be able to understand this levels, A, B, C, D, or do we have more levels in this?
Levels means what, sir?
The significators, what you said
No.
before.
Levels
level of
means,
significance.
that's what I said. No method of analysis is based on planet, star lord, sublord, that levels. You understand? It is not like that. We cannot say that looking at the house, we cannot give the predictions. I will explain that, sir. When you are going to complete, you may have some idea about that.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
Got it.
So you see, please forget about the significators in EPS. Okay. This planet is signifying what are the houses. Each planet will signify many houses. What it signifies, how it signifies, that is important. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So now you can see that I have said that this is the Baba chart. Cuspal chart of the planet. For example, for this chart, planetary position, cuspal position I have given here. It means each cusp is ruled by his rashi lord, that we call it as cuspal lord. In case of planet, we call it as rashi lord. In case of cusp, we call it as cuspal lord. Star lord and sublord. Venus, suppose Venus is sublord for any planet? No, it is not a sublord for any planet. Venus is star lord for any planet? No, Venus is not star lord for any planet. Venus is cuspal lord for 2nd house and 7th house. So that way, we will be taking each planet signification. But in case of you take the software, it will give each planet's cuspal lord, occupying house, cuspal star lord, sublord signification. It will give automatically. Okay. You understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
So now I will take you to the next slide. As I said, each planet will have a CL, OCC, cuspal star lord, and cuspal sublord. Correct? I said, na?
Yes.
Each planet will have this signification. That will be influenced by many planets by way of rashi lord, conjunct planet, aspected by planet, all these things, right? That I also explained. That how their impact is going to be. Those things and all are going to be depending on the signification, that and all will be explained. Suppose if how you study in the planet significations, as I said, each planet, that is source. Planet in the star of a planet, that is effect. That star lord will be further influenced by its star lord or the star lord. That is called, we call it as 2A level. This is level 1, level 2, level 3. This is 2A level. This is level 4, the last level, star lord or the sublord. Each planet will have CL, OCC, cuspal star lord, and cuspal sublord significations, right? May or may not have CST, CSL may not be there, but occupying house will be there for definitely for each planet. Ownership also will have. Only Rahu and Ketu will not have the ownership, but they will have the occupying house. Cuspal star lordship can have, may not be having also. Cuspal sublord also may or may not be having. So we have to study each planet left to right and top to down. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Source planet has to be studied. Then what the source planet is experiencing through its star level has to be studied. Whether the star lord is further supported by the star lord or the star lord or not supported has to be studied. Then what sublord is giving, whether sublord is supporting to that what star lord is giving or planet is giving, whether sublord is supporting to the star lord significations or not supporting to that, that has to be studied. Then anyway, that star lord or the sublord also the same way. Left to right, top to down has to be studied. Then only we can understand in detailed way and clear way about each planet's significations. You are able to understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
So I will put a, one case in this for your better understanding. You can see for this chart which I have shown, we are going to check the signification of the Jupiter. Okay.
Okay.
What Jupiter planet is signifying. I again for as per KP software, it is saying 5, 6, 4, 12, and 9. Okay. This way only software will give the output in KP. KP is Jupiter signifying these houses. A, B, C, D. We don't know which is A, which B, which C, and D and all. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Correct. But this is indicating so-and-so houses. Then if you take Nadi they take is comparatively better than KP. They Nadi as per the software I'm talking about. Jupiter KP also same way only following, but in the software they made it very simple by showing only the houses. But in the Nadi significators, if you see in the software, if you take KP star and software also, planet is Jupiter 6, 9, 12. Star Lord Saturn is Moon 4 and 5. Sublord is Rahu also 4 and 5. Why Rahu also giving equal to Moon? Rahu occupying the Rashi Lord Moon. So the Rashi Lord signification has been taken. Okay.
Yes.
If you take 4 step, Jupiter is 6 and 9. Jupiter conjoined so and so. Then Star Lord is Moon occupying 5. And then aspected by which planet? So then Sublord is Rahu 4 and Moon 5. There are a lot of for the parameters they are giving it. Sometimes it will be understood easily. Sometimes we will not be able to understand also. Right, sir? There can be many significations also. Are you able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Jupiter star level is 5 strongly, right? Sub level is 4, representing Moon 5. Correct, na?
Yes, sir.
Star lord of the sublord is 6.
Yes,
Right?
sir. Yes.
Now, suppose if you ask Jupiter is supportive for marriage prospects, it is not good. Good or bad?
Not good.
What, sir? Anybody?
Not good, sir.
Not good, sir.
Jupiter is having, it is not having 2 or 7 or 11. 5 only there. 5 is also good only, but 6 and 4 and 12 are there, right?
Yes.
Here is 5 is there, 4 is there, and 6 and starting with the source, sublord or star lord or sublord also 6. So we'll not be able to come to any conclusion. It is a good planet or not, right?
Yes.
What about Jupiter? Jupiter, in case of cuspal interlink, what they take now, they take only the CSL of this, right? Jupiter is 9th cuspal sublord, star lord is Moon is 8th sublord, Rahu is 3rd sublord. So 9 is not supported by 8, but supported by 3. So this is having mixed significations, right?
Yes.
This is the interlink, this is 4 step, this is Nadi, and this is KP. In case of EPS, if you take EPS, this is not the way we check. We check all planets left to right and top to down, right? You understand?
Yes, sir.
9th Lord, 12th Lord occupying 6th house. This is not good, but 9th Lord is 9th sublord. This is favoring to the 9th house, right?
Yes.
You see, in the course, I will be explaining in detail, but for difference, I will showing that. Star Lord Moon, 4th Lord occupying 5th house is okay, good only. 4th Lord occupying 5th house. In addition to that, it is Star Lord for 2nd house. It is joining hands to the 5th house, right? You understand?
Yes.
Support
Yes,
it. And Moon sublord for 8th house. 8th house is indicating obstacles, right? Of course, Moon is giving obstacles, but it is having 5 and 2 also. It is good. Right?
Yes.
Moon, when we are talking about Moon, in EPS, the special rule is that when we are talking about Rahu Ketu, we know we normally take the Rashi Lord of the Rahu Ketu. Here how we have taken, when we are talking about Rahu, they take Rashi Lord's Moons 4 and 5. 4th Lord occupying 5, they have taken in Nadi. KP also they will take some time. But in EPS, apart from that, whenever Moon is coming, we take Rahu signification also as a supportive signification. Whenever we take Rahu, we take Moon signification also as supportive secondary significations. You understand this point?
Yes, sir.
So here you can see 9 and 9 is okay, 5 and 2 is okay. But of course, there's got some unfavorable grouping, but that is not being further supported. Star Lord is 5 and 2 is good. Moon representing Rahu, occupying 4th house, but look at these Rahu significations. 3, 7, and 3. 3 Star Lord, seventh star lord, and third cuspal sublord. It is good, na?
Yes, sir.
Able to understand. Now this moon is in the star of Ketu. That Ketu also having this 1, 5, 11. This is further going to support to this. It is going to add some value. Now that Ketu, second planet, that is representing Saturn, having 10 and 11 occupying 6th house, 4, 8, 12 star lord. This is not good. This is indicating obstacles, but it is also Lagna sublord and 7th sublord. Very good houses for the Lagna and 7 and 4 and 10 also. It is what, sir? It is a mixed significator. It means what? Ketu's favorable will be supported and unfavorable also will get supported. Right? Na?
Yes, sir.
Now, who is going to decide? Rahu, sublord. Sublord itself is good. Supported by the moon. Right?
Yes.
You understand this point?
Yes, sir.
It means what I'm trying to say, you may feel a little bit complicated when you are studying for the first time. If you look at the houses, Jupiter, star lord and sublord, you can see good planets, houses are playing role from left to right. Of course, along with that, non-supportive houses are also present, but that house significations are not very strong when compared to the favorable. You understand? You can see Jupiter is not indicating any 7th house and 11th house here. But here you can see Jupiter is signifying, okay, 9, 12 and 6, 9, okay. But it has got second house here, 5 and 2, right? Indirectly, it is getting 3 and 7th house is playing. And through the 2A level, Ketu, 1, 5, 11, cuspal sublord is playing, right? Sublord, you can see 3, 7 and 3 is present. Saturn also having the 7th sublord. 2, 5, 7 and 11 houses are strongly playing role. They are not playing in CL and OCC, but CST, CSL, they are playing. You understand?
Yes, sir.
That otherwise we will not choose Jupiter. But this person got married during the Jupiter Bhukti. But
Okay.
if you will not select Jupiter as the significator of 2, 7, 11 for supportive for marriage in KP or 4-step, whatever may be. But if you study the CST, CSL signification, it will give a more detailed
ক্লাস চলছে ওই জন্য এইসব দেখা যাচ্ছে যে সবাই সবাইকে দেখতে পাচ্ছে তো
Madam, please
ওই জন্য
mute,
একটা
madam.
dress
Somebody is
change করতে
talking. Somebody is talking. Please mute and talk. So just I have given only a portion of that benefit of this EPS table. But apart from that, it's got some other impact on the supports, some other rules by ruler link and planetary interlink theory. So a lot of things are there. You will feel, I mean, some people may feel that sir, it seems to be very cumbersome process. Before we study, it will be like that only. When we start studying that, if you understand that when I'm going to teach, suppose I'm going to teach you, if you're going to join the course, my course is going to commence from, regular course is going to commence from 18th of this month and 20th of this month. I will share that 2 groups, batches, that 2 days a week. Normally I used to take 3 days a week. But this time somebody is asking for the weekend course. I have not taken any weekend course so far. But some people have asked, but only depending on the attendance only I will continue. Otherwise, I will go for only 1 batch, depending on the response only. Okay. So therein, when you're going to join the course, it is going to be 36 sessions of for 2 hours minimum each. So the recordings also will be provided. I will be explaining everything with a detailed explanation. And I will also give you training and I will be asking questions. Then all these things you can learn. Then
Sir,
with
kindly add me in the group, sir.
Okay, so no problem. So that and all we'll discuss. Now what I'm trying to say that while you are going to learn, what I'm going to teach you, you have to follow. You may be having good knowledge, sir. Definitely I respect. but method of application is important. So that
Yes.
method of application, when you are going to follow exactly, then you will feel easy. Otherwise, if you just like that look at that, it is entering into supermarket. If you see, sir, there is supermarket, all the articles are there. I don't know what to go, where to buy. But if you
Yes.
practically go to the which floor you want to go, which product you want to purchase, go to the particular floor, particular rack, particular product, you can get it easily, right? Otherwise, if you just looking at the shop, you will not be able to identify. You understand? Same way only EPS table. You got it, na?
Yes.
So
Yes.
method of analysis, therein you will not miss any sort of signification. That predictions and as well as timing of event will be very accurate. Okay, so that you have to keep it in mind. So I will
Yes, sir.
show you that EPS tables. One more thing also, you can see this one. Just for the comparison, I will show you. You see, this is the KP significator as per the KP standard software. This is an RD significator. Similarly, that 4-step theory also will be there, because 4-step theory is nothing but the taking the star lord or the sublord of the in the KP. Okay, you can see this is the EPS table. All 9 planet significations are given here, just like that in one line. In RD, they are given in detail one by one below the other, but there also they take only cuspal lordship and occupying house. CL and OCC only. CL and OCC only is considered. You understand? CL and OCC only considered in signification.
Yes, sir.
So
In Nadi
they are
also.
not talking about CST, CSL. They are
Yes.
not talking about the star lord or the sublord, and there are other parameters there. Here you can see this, everything is good. You can see which is the strong significator for marriage in these planets. 2711
Venus.
significator, you check it.
Venus, sir.
Venus is a free planet also. 2, 7 and 9, 11, all. No planet is having 2, 7, 11, right?
Yes, sir.
Here in Nadi also you can see Nadi Venus is what? Venus 2, 7, 11, 6, 9, 12. But this is good, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is a free planet. So it is going to be strong significator of 2, 7, 11. But if you look at EPS, 2, 7, 11 is okay. Star level is indicating 9, 12, and 6. It is reducing the strength of that 7. And 2A level is a mixed signification. But look at the sublot 5 and 11 is okay, but this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. So 7th lord in the star of a planet which is not supportive. It's having supportive houses also. It is also having non-supportive houses, reducing the strength of 7th house. Further not supported by these 12, 6 and 10. Of course, 5 and 11 are supportive. But 5 and 11 moving towards 12, 6 and 10. They are not supportive. Star lord of the star sublord is also having this. So 7th lord in the star of your planet, sub of your planet, 6, 12, 6, 12, 6, 8, 12 is grouping are present. You understand?
Yes, sir.
This is weak. You understand?
Yes.
You got the point. No? Whereas you look at Jupiter, sir, Jupiter is star lord for Venus. So 7th house is going to experience this. But Jupiter is the planet. Planet is having 6 and 12. It is not good in the source. But Jupiter in the star of moon, 5 and 2, supported this, supported this. You can say here also 6, 8, 12 is there, sir. But 6, 8, 12 is there. Only the second level planets, that is 2A level planet, star lord of the star lord. That too not as the straight away. It is coming as the second planet, right? Here it has come as the straight away first planet. You understand? Second
Yes,
level, 2A level, first planet is good. Look at that sublord, Rahu, 3, 7 and 3. 6 and 12 is not supported by 6 and 12, 8 signification. 8 is there here, giving obstacles. But 5 and 2 moving towards 8. This is going to be supported by this. It is going to give some obstacle, but that is not being further supported by this. And sublord is favoring to that. Then that sublord is favoring, that result is going to give some obstacle. That's all. But grouping, star level, sub level are good houses. But here it is not. Star level is having mixed and sub level also having mixed. That is not going to support. You understand? You got the point?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Unless and otherwise you study left to right and top to down each planet, the flow we have to study, we will not be able to decide what planet is going to give, how it is going to act. That is as far as each planet's signification is concerned. And other thing, as I said, the same planet impact will vary when the Jupiter is acting as the Dasa Lord or Buddhi Lord or Antra Lord. That impact can vary also. That and all, it will be, it is called a planetary interlink theory. Based on that, the each planet in Dasa Buddhi, it will give some different impact. Those things and all will be explained in detail, will be taught in detail with example chart, and that also will be given good experience, and you will be asked, you have to more